Welcome to Tuberchat. If you are on your way towards 1,000, 2,000, or even 10,000 subscribers and beyond, you've come to the right place. We're going to introduce you to some of the most influential content creators that can help to get your channel moving beyond your first 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of watch time. So thank you everybody for coming in so early and especially at such an uncommon hour. Happy Mother's Day to everybody who has celebrated for the day. I hope your weekend has gone well. For me, it's Sunday night, just after 9 p.m. in the Eastern time zone, close to Niagara Falls, Canada. And the first channel that we're looking at today is the Inspired Empowered Mama, somebody who happens to be a gold member here on Tuberchat. And for those of you keeping score, that is right. We are going to start featuring channels in each episode again, at least for a while. We'll see. Tomorrow will be Lazy Days Ahead with Jesse and Lisa, and that is a very special couple of creators. But the Inspired Empowered Mama, we see this channel every single day in the slides that run at the beginning, middle, and end of every live stream, as well as their link is dropped by Nightbot every 30 minutes or so. Thank you for the couple of super chats that have already come in. The Gaming Ham happens to have dropped one. I know they came in earlier and said they'd have to be quick today because it's quite late for them, so we'll make that the next channel that we look at. We're also going to look at Strange and Interesting CVN. Now, that channel's been here before, and I forget how many times, to be honest with you, already, but that is the second channel from Professional Paranormal Research, and I'm not sure if I knew that before, so that's a cool, interesting thing. Anybody who has more than one channel is welcome to come in with either one at a time. The only thing I ever ask is that they're treated separately, so the one thing we don't want to do is say, hey guys, this is my other channel, come get me, because that's not the way we connect here. But everybody who's been doing running double channels here in Tuberchat has been doing things properly anyway, so I do appreciate that. House of X Entertainment Inc. member for 17 months. They've actually been with Tuberchat from the very beginning. Thank you for coming in. Thank you for dropping that highlighted milestone message. I see I'm going to lose track of a couple more things here in the chat in a second, so I'm going to try to catch up. Black Phoenix just dropped another super chat as well. They've done that many times before. Spread love, spread positivity. Together we will all reach our goals. You're amazing, Tuber family, and happy Mother's Day to all you mamas out there. So thank you for that. Thank you for the positivity, Black Phoenix. They always bring positivity into the chat when they're here, which is frequently. Super Twins Bella and Gabby have also been members for 7 months. Thank you for sending that highlighted milestone message through the chat. What those are is a highlighted message that is meant for members. It looks like a super chat, but it's colored green, of course, and those are available every month at no extra cost to people who are a member. So it's kind of cool. You get a highlighted message in that way. Lazy Days Ahead with Jesse and Lisa, like I said, is going to be our featured channel for tomorrow. Jesse is known as the Mod Father, actually, so they're a special couple of creators. We're going to look at their channel tomorrow, and actually one of the things I'll probably talk about is the first live stream that they did the other day with a bunch of giveaways and things like that that went extremely well. Annabelle TV is in the house. It takes me a second to type that name out to get it in the list on the wheel. I've got a full wheel here of a lot of members that have come in. Needs Watches is here. Emotion New Soul, our talented singer and songwriter friend. John Paul is in the house. Oracles and Beyond, the Stock Explorer. I Am Betty J Gathers. Derek's Journey, Great Farmer Freelance, and Woman Outdoors are all on the wheel already, along with Scratch and Pete PA. And then he is a dedicated and beloved moderator, as is Michael's Adventures, who is also with us tonight and has a premiere for us to watch in about 2.5 hours after Tuberchat today. Corinne's Life is in the house. And they are here as a moderator and a member, so I've got them on the wheel. I hope I haven't missed anybody. The Relax Joe ASMR is actually the weightlifting geek with a second channel, so thank you for they hold their membership on the newer channel, the ASMR channel, but that's the Weightlifting Geek, so we'll look at both of those when they come up. Healthy G Mom, thank you so much for your super chat. I really do appreciate that. I'm just trying to get a little bit of an order here in the channels that I'm going to be putting up. Now, nobody has to be a member or super chat to get onto the wheel or the screen. It's open to everybody as always, but in the case of super chats, we put them on the screen right away in order, and then in the case of the wheel, we add members as soon as I see them in the chat. The wheel, of course, is random, and then when the wheel gets down to about 5 or 6 names, then we start adding names from our chat list. So like I said, it's open to everybody. It just takes quite a bit of time to get on there these days. So I do appreciate the extra generous support. S.A. Lagari, good to see you in the house. I'm going to do some introductions in a quick moment. But once again, this is the Inspired Empowered Mama. This is a channel that seeks to empower and inspire others. And you can see that actually they've got a lot of familiar faces right here on their front page. There's House of X Entertainment Inc. right there. So hopefully everybody will connect with them. Walk With Me Tiffany also happens to be a member here. Beauty and Beast Journey are longtime friends of Tuberchat. Lots of familiar faces there. 470 subscribers they have right now. We'd love to push them a little bit closer to 500 and get that community tab happening for them. The shirt, oh, emotion. Yeah, this is just a Tommy Hilfiger thing. I didn't wear one of my t-shirts today. I think I'm going to retire the Thrive Together t-shirts from the Tuberchat show and start wearing polos or something just a little bit nicer. So thank you, everybody, for coming in. Forgive me for anything that I've missed in the chat. If you mentioned a question or a comment that you meant for me to see, I'm going to ask you to mention again, but just be patient with me. Give it about 5 minutes until I'm done with the introductions and start rolling into channels. And then if you don't mind putting 3 thumbs up at the beginning of your message, that should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll catch it the next time around. We're going to get into our super chatters in a moment, spinning the wheel right after that. But I see Bill's Fishing Adventures is in the house. Good to see you here. Bon Brian Vlog, along with Bushwhacker Mountain Co. TV in the house. And then Come Hither with Heather, of course, is a longtime generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. Four Corners Custom Products, I think, dropped a super chat on us as well. We've got to make sure we get them in order here. They have done that countless times. And I'm just organizing my wheel. I know it's hard to see on a phone, but I do keep a list of names on the wheel. First of all, for it to spin, but then secondly, to keep track of how the order we're putting people on the screen in. Facing Reality is a longtime friend of Tuberchat who brings us positivity and motivation. Garden at Table with Heather. Lynn is here just about every day. Hendrickson's Family Farm, good to see you in the house. K.A. Wonder, Arlene Ka Wonder, Arlene Signo is in the house. Forgive me if I'm pronouncing that wrong for you. I'm not sure if it's Ka or K-A, but I'll say Ka for now unless you correct me. My YouTube search, good to see you in the house. Thank you for all the support you've been given lately. Nicholas Family Adventures and Nikki D Official are both here with Nita VR Designs. Pull My Pork Barbecue is a longtime friend of Tuberchat, as is Purple Tube. Ron Mower, it's been a little while, but it's great to see you. One of my favorite names for a channel on YouTube. S.A. Lagari is a new friend. I caught them on a live stream the other day in Pakistan. They run a little shop and are able to stream at the same time. Sparkles Hope Chest and Strange and Interesting CVN are both in the house. Sweet Pea Sid's Inspirations. Now, I hope I haven't missed anybody. I know Willow Way Ranch is here as well. And for anybody that's brand new to Tuberchat today for the first time here, I hope you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. Carolina Diamond Productions, thank you so much for renewing that membership. They've been with us for quite a long time. I'm just getting them onto the wheel right now, and let me just make sure I didn't miss a message from them. Yes, thank you for renewing that. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. Angels Are We Nursery and Other Things, good to see you here. Annie from East Coast, Canada, good to see you here on the way to 1K. Hopefully you'll meet some friends and family members here today that will push you a little bit closer to that milestone. There's here's our featured channel, the Inspired Empowered Mama. Like I said, they seek to inspire and empower others, so I hope everybody will connect with them. We've looked at this channel for a little while now, so I'm going to start getting into our super chatters. The Gaming Ham said that they were only going to be able to be here for a little while today. We move our times around. Now, today was Mother's Day. Of course, I was out with family for the day, so we moved the live stream. I don't like to take the day off unless we absolutely have to. We're only here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday every week. But that's why we're here at such an uncommon hour. And then I've pushed tomorrow's stream an hour later than we usually run on Mondays, so we will get a little bit of extra rest. If I remember right, I got to remember whether I actually moved that or not. If anybody in the house is willing to swap playlists, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. If you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually. Of course, the Gaming Ham is up here right now. Now, this creator brings us a lot of video gameplay more than anything else. They've been mixing it up a little bit, but they bring us a couple of different video games. Now, this creator is also an advocate for the amateur radio community, lovingly known as ham radio. So often you'll find the Gaming Ham both playing video games and talking ham radio at the same time, which is really, really cool. So I hope everybody will check that out. FIFA World Other Gaming is in the house, bringing true love from NYC. FIFA World Other Gaming is one of the first channels to be featured on Tuberchat. They've been with us for close to 2 years now, so thank you for being here. Haunted by Haunted, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. I feel like you might have been here before, but forgive me if I'm wrong, and hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here today. Everybody's willing to connect. Please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. If you take your time, meet people one by one, and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. Andre Southgate is in the house as well. And King Ismail 2002 YT is in the house. Thank you for coming back in. Philip Lemon is here. They got to replace a water heater, so they'll be back tomorrow. Thank you for that. Paul's Green Space, good to see you here. They're working on watch hours as well. And let's get to our next super chatter. So thank you, the Gaming Ham. I really do appreciate that extra generous support. Strange and Interesting CVN is the second channel from Professional Paranormal Research. Thank you so much for a super chat from yourself as well. I really do appreciate that extra support. Drunken Chef Barbecue, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. That's an interesting name for a channel, but it's great to have you here. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. Our instructions are always in our video description to show you exactly what we do here, how we connect, and how you can maximize the time that you spend inside Tuberchat. Cosmic Cultivators, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Slothloaf is here. Thank you for coming in. Looking for 1K subscribers. So yeah, Slothloaf, I've seen your comments on our live streams or in like some of the upcoming ones. So thank you for coming in. I know sometimes it takes a while to get into a live stream based on all of our weekly schedules and things like that. But it's great to have you here. Hopefully you'll meet some new friends and family members for your channel. Keep in mind, for anybody that is fairly new to Tuberchat, we're very focused on generosity here. By that token, your best success is made by supporting other creators first, then they will turn around and do the same thing for you. Our instructions are always in our video description. So Strange and Interesting CVN has 13 subscribers. This is a newer channel for Professional Paranormal Research. And thank you again for that super chat. I really do appreciate that. We'll look at their main channel now with over 1,400 subscribers. Hopefully we can push them a little bit farther here towards the 1,500 that we know that they're going to be thinking about as well. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for this live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. And if you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to do it. But you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I'll appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded when I'm on a phone from time to time. The Stock Explorer, I'm not sure if I welcomed you. Did I put you on the wheel? Yes, I did. Okay, I'm not sure if I mentioned it, but thank you for being here again. And the Relax Joe ASMR, like I said, is a second channel from the Weightlifting Geek. So thank you one more time, Professional Paranormal Research, with your second channel for that super chat. I really do appreciate that. For the same reason, we're putting up Black Phoenix right now. And YouTube wants to try to mix up our search results because Black Phoenix is a very popular name for a channel. But when we look for Black Phoenix, ours is this one here with 238 subscribers. We just want to make sure we get the right channel. You can do that by matching the avatar. But when we search, find, and click on creators' channels, especially when they're harder to find, like this one here with a popular name, every time we search, find, and click on them, we're helping them rise up the YouTube search results, and eventually YouTube will do a better job of predicting when we're looking for this particular Black Phoenix after hundreds of creators are searching, finding, and clicking on them. So we're really doing them a great service by doing that. So I hope everybody will just take the moment to find them. Chris and Larry Homestead is in the house. I am overwhelmed by how busy we are today. So hopefully everybody enjoyed their Mother's Day. Again, I know it's a busy day for a lot of people. Susanna's Chronicles, thank you for coming back in. And thank you, Slothloaf. Yes, you will find a lot of creators here. Not everybody, of course, plays Minecraft because Tuberchat is full of channels of every genre you can think of, right? And more, actually. But we are here to support each other over the long term, regardless of our themes or niches. So you will find lots of people who don't particularly follow Minecraft channels or play Minecraft that will be happy to support you anyway, and you might actually turn some of the people that you connect with into fans not only of your own content but of the gaming and Minecraft genres as well, which is a great thing. So that's what we hope. The only cosmic cultivators. Yes, actually, that makes sense that it would be. And that's a good thought, right? So the benefit is that when you have a name that is really popular, it's easy to get people to remember it. Caveat to that, of course, is that there's a lot of names like that, and then it's harder to come up in the search results. But when you have a name that's completely unique, you come up instantly, right? And it doesn't take long to rise up the search results. So it's a trade-off, but we all have to make the right decisions for our own channels. There's no right or wrong. Your name for your channel is your business, and it comes to have meaning as your channel grows. And when you do start getting into thousands of subscribers, it won't matter anymore because you'll do just fine in the search results. So thank you, Black Phoenix, for another super chat. I really do appreciate that. Next up is Four Corners Custom Products. Let's see what they've got going on today. Now, Four Corners Custom Products brings us merchandise, and particularly they bring a behind-the-scenes look at how that merchandise is created. So it's wonderful that we have this channel in the Tuberchat family that can be learned from as well as used as a resource. Merchandise is a great way to monetize businesses and YouTube channels and things like that. So you can reach out to Four Corners Custom Products when you're ready for merchandise for yourself, if that's something you're considering. Cute Goth Girl Gamer, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. I was glad I caught you again yesterday on a live stream. And then Angels Are We Nursery and Other Things. You'll find the best success here in Tuberchat comes by supporting other creators. Everybody's very close to different milestones of different type. Everybody wants to hit their next milestones, and we're all happy to help each other here. But you will find the best success by reaching out to others and thinking about the things you wish people would do for you, like helping you hit milestones. And when you go and do that for a lot of people here in the Tuberchat family, you will find them coming back with that kind of generosity to your channel over the long term as well. So Four Corners Custom Products right now is getting close to 2,800 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther. They are fully monetized. Lots of ways to support them when you're on their channel, including super chats and memberships. Super chat is exactly the reason why we've we've got this channel up right now. So thank you for that extra support. They have done that countless times, for which I'm extremely grateful. And I've just taken one of your videos here. I've added this into my catch-up list just to make sure that I can stay caught up, not fall behind with you. They post frequently, almost every single day actually, and I've got my reminder on for your premiere that's going to be running in a couple of days. I'm just going to show you another channel. Intro to Mills is a official artist channel and very much supported by Four Corners Custom Products. We've seen merchandise for Intro to Mills from Four Corners Custom Products at 935 subscribers right now. They're officially on the road to 1K. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther. Talk with Tori, good to see you here. I hope I haven't missed anybody in the chat, but as long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. And Intro to Mills, like I said, is an official artist channel, so you'll get some original music here, and all of that music is out in the major platforms like Spotify, Deezer, and Amazon and Google and all that stuff, if I'm correct, because they use, I believe, the same distributor that we use for our copyright-free music, which is DistroKid, and they put it everywhere. Jamie Hart, good to see you here. Another member, so we're going to get them onto the wheel. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody. For all the members, you know, they get added to the wheel as soon as I see them in the chat. If I have ever missed a member that comes in, don't be afraid to please give me a nudge and help me make sure you get up there. GeForce Journey, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Not sure if you're brand new to Tuberchat, but it looks like it. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. Oh, and then thank you, Angels. Yeah, on Murad's channel a while back, I'm sure. Trending Live TV, good to see you here. So thank you for coming in. Murad definitely is a very much loved and well-respected creator. And Intro to Mills is up right now, so thank you one more time, Four Corners, for your super chat. For that reason, we put that channel up right away. For the same reason, we're looking at Healthy G-Mom right now, and I think I'm about to start spinning the wheel, so we'll get to that in another moment. If anybody in the house right now has the ability to share this live stream out, whether it's on a community tab here on YouTube, or on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or any other social network, I will appreciate that greatly. It helps get a couple more people into Tuberchat right now and could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther both today and in the coming days and maybe even weeks ahead. Haunted by Haunted says their channel does not so well in search. We assume it has something to do with using the same word twice. That's possible, maybe with no spaces. The trouble that we all have is people have to remember our names. Now, if you're lucky enough, forgive me, I just happen to have these on my desk right now, but if you're lucky enough to have something like a business card, which I plan to make available, I've put some of these out for our moderators and things like that, but I plan to have that available. But anybody can get business cards done, but that's something that at least out in the, you know, if you want to call it the real world, you can hand these to people, therefore they can just scan or they've got the name right in front of them. But when we're on YouTube, if you run into somebody now and they say, hey, I'm going to connect with you, 5 minutes later they might forget what the name was. You know what I mean? It was, what was it? It was haunted by something. It was, you know, a paranormal thing. Why can't I remember? And this is the struggle we all go through. But as you grow, I find that most channels are close to the very top of the search results in 99% of cases by the time you have 1,000 subscribers. So it's a little bit of a tough climb, but the more and more you connect with people, and this is why I talk about searching, finding, and clicking on names, the more that happens for you, you'll rise up the search results. YouTube will do a better job of predicting what people are looking for when they're trying to find you, then they'll find you. The other thing too is you do have channel tags available, so I would use those, not hashtags, just simply tags, but things that are related to your channel. I would put the word haunted, I would put haunted by haunted with spaces, haunted by haunted without spaces, and maybe that will help just the tiniest bit as well. Nisa, if I'm pronouncing, Nija Mbao, I hope I'm pronouncing that right for you. Forgive me if I'm not, and you can feel free to correct me. I'd love it if you would. Yeah, Emotion has trouble with the search results because that's a one word. name for a channel, and it's a very popular, powerful word as well. But they will rise up the search results eventually. Like I said, YouTube does a better job. This is why when you search, like, your search results are going to look different than mine most likely. Some of it has to do with geographics. But the other thing too is you notice that your search results are likely not full of channels from another language, like let's say another country, like, you know, China, or, you know, any other, you know, country, Spain and France and everything else, somewhere where you might not see English results. If your, you know, first language is English, most of your search results are going to come up because YouTube's doing that on purpose. Plus geographics, you know, the algorithm is always more intelligent than we think it is. I'm not saying it works right all the time. I'm not even saying I'm right about it, but it's an idea, right? I bring it every day. Good to see you in the house. Healthy G Mom is here. This is another extremely generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. They also, dropped a super chat on us, so we put this channel up right away. I'm just going to take your latest video and I'm going to add it into my catch-up list because I don't want to fall behind with you. They've got 3,800 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther. Fully monetized, lots of ways to support them when we get there, including super chats and memberships, and they definitely want to motivate us with healthy living, so I hope everybody will connect with them. So thank you to our super chatters. I really do appreciate that extra support to get us going. Now it's time to start spinning the wheel. We've got a lot of members on there, and we will start adding names to the wheel from our chat list as soon as we get down to about 5 or 6 names. Annabelle TV is coming up. We will get them onto the screen and see what they've got going on their channel. Again, if anybody in the house is willing to swap playlists with each other, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Pardon me just for a second, and I will be right back. And I will unmute my mic when I come back. Maybe for the first time ever. Those of you who've been with Tuberchat for a long time know how many times I've made as many mistakes as anybody or more and forgotten to mute the mic or forgotten to unmute the mic and things like that. But we seem to be on the ball for today. So Annabelle TV, 476 subscribers. Now this is a channel that's fairly new to Tuberchat, so I'm still getting to know them, but they tell us on their banner that they're bringing us food, comedy, gardening, crafting, and real talk. So there's a lot of variety here, but definitely an extremely supportive creator. So I'm just going to take your latest video. That's going to help me stay caught up with your content and get to know it a little bit better. The idea, of course, is that the more often you're here in Tuberchat and I put your channel up on the screen and get to know your content by watching videos during the week or visiting a live stream and things like that, I can promote you better and better as time goes on. That's the idea. So hopefully that's the case. And Annabelle TV, I'm looking forward to getting to know better. Like I said, they've already shown to be a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. I hope I'm not missing too much in the chat. Now, if I've missed a question or a comment that you meant for me to see, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or @mention Tuberchat Connect and Grow if you can. That should help me see it a little bit easier. I'll try to catch it the next time around. We are overwhelmingly busy. I mean, Tuberchat's busy every day. It might be interesting to know that there are over 100 channels on average that will come through Tuberchat in every single live stream, sometimes more than others. And 5 to 10 of those channels on average every day are brand new and here for the first time. So there's always familiar faces, there's always new people to meet, and there are literally thousands of creators in the Tuberchat family now. So Corinne's life is a dear friend. This is somebody I've had the pleasure of getting to know over well longer than a year and a half now, with 1,800 subscribers. She's actually given us some tips, and I'm going to share this out just because she happened to mention this in the last 24 hours. Now, Corinne's Life has been experimenting with some shorts videos and having them kind of take off, right? She's done well with a few of these. There's 5,000 views here, a couple thousand there. She's been putting out some frequently. Now, YouTube decides the order in which these are put on the front page here. Here's a 5,000 one again, but I think she's got more than that as well. What Corinne's Life has said is that shorts videos that are under 15 seconds on average seem to do better than shorts videos that are up to a minute long. So there's a hint for you, and you can thank her for that when you get to her channel. But it's something to consider if shorts are something that you do or something you're considering. And Corinne's Life is another creator who enjoys helping others. Not to mention, she happens to be a small business owner. Now, her channel encompasses everything that is Corinne's Life. So we get vlogs, we get behind-the-scenes looks at Happy Meal videos and product reviews and unboxings, a lot of random live streams. Sometimes she live streams while she works on merchandise. She also does merchandise like hats, mugs, t-shirts, anything that can be printed. And she happens to be a fellow Canadian, as a matter of fact. So hopefully everybody will be inspired by Corinne's Life and the help she wants to give others. You'll always be welcome to meet more people over on her channel as well. So you'll make more friends and family members for your own channel while you're there. And you can see that she's fully monetized. Lots of ways to support her, including super chats and memberships. Dory UG Media, good to see you in the house. Clarabelle and family, it's great to have you here. And there you go. Yeah, Corinne's Life had a short takeoff today right after posting it. About 10 minutes later, it started to fly, which is great. And this is one of the things that's so wonderful, you know, not just about the Tuberchat family, but when you start building a community around your channel and join other communities, right? YouTube is a social network, whether we want to call it that or not. But you have support from other creators who want to help, who say, hey, you know, I did something cool and it worked this week. Maybe you could try this. Maybe it's going to work for you, and we can push each other along. I learn from creators of all sizes every single day, and the idea is that we want to pool our information and knowledge together so that we can all make the best decisions for our channels and our videos, and hopefully avoid some of the mistakes that some of us have made as well, myself included, definitely. We have another new channel in the chat. I'm not sure, is it brand new? I think I've seen that name before. VA Rifted, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. I think you've been here before, and forgive me if I'm mistaken about that. Corinne's Life, of course, was here as a member and a moderator all this time. And Great Farmer Freelance also was on the wheel because they happen to be a member. This is somebody who actually streams almost every morning. They were talking about moving the time slot. I'm not sure if they actually did that. And I see it's been a few days since I caught you. Pardon me. And facing reality, yes, YouTube is a meeting of the minds. It certainly can be. I'm very grateful for the things that are shared with me. Now, anybody can reach out to me anytime. I'm on Instagram all the time, Facebook most of the time, Twitter some of the time. But I love talking YouTube. So it doesn't have to be questions. It can be if there's something you think I can help with. But I also really appreciate when people share with me lessons learned along the way or observations, both here in Tuberchat and outside in the YouTube streets, especially when it's things that we can all share and enjoy together. I forgot to take my I forgot to take the Streamlabs message off, but that's okay. Vern's Junk Closet, my dear friend, will get some extra promotion today. For those of you who haven't seen it, yesterday was episode number 400 of Tuberchat, and that is right. We have done this 400 times now. And she co-hosted what is a very different type of live stream. We do that every 100 episodes. So I hope you'll go back and check that out. Vern's Junk Closet is a very dear friend. And her link obviously will be dropped for a little while longer here. I'm just making a note for myself. I still use pen and paper to make my notes. Oh, VA Rifted. Oh, I see. Okay, you just got signed to a pro team, which is fantastic. That's great, great, great stuff. Timmy Ray the King, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Yeah, Great Farmers Morning Show is fun because, you know, he's really appreciative of having everybody in there, but also, you know, is hungry to learn. This is a creator I'm getting to know. This is Shane. He also happens to be a fellow Canadian, surprisingly, but this is somebody who is incredibly supportive. So he's grateful for the people that come and support, but he goes out and shows that generosity by supporting others, bringing in the knowledge, sharing what he learns so that everybody can continue to learn there. He's also an advocate for helping other channels grow as well while he grows his own channel. He's actually growing rapidly right now. We can see 333 subscribers, so I'm hoping we can push him a little bit farther. Now I'm going to take your latest video, not the stream replay, but a video, and I'm going to add this into my catch-up list that will help me get caught up with the channel, make sure I don't fall too far behind, and hopefully I'll catch you again on a morning stream within the next couple of days. My my lazy days making me laugh. My work schedule is about to get very, very hectic within the next couple of weeks, and that will go on for many, 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 many months. So I got to try to be around as much as I can. Lazy Days Ahead with Jesse and Lisa is actually going to be our featured channel for tomorrow. Now, they happen to be a member, but I do appreciate the fact that you're using your highlighted milestone message to promote as well for me. I do appreciate that extra support. They're making a joke about being a member, especially another Canadian. There's a surprising number of Canadians in our community, even in the homesteading community where we see a lot of channels as well. TCG fam, good to see you in the house. Love to travel with Wave. It's great to have you here. My YouTube search, I'm not sure if I welcomed you already. I think I did. My YouTube search has been giving us great support on all channels lately. Fatima Tuna, good to see you here as well. So Great Farmer Freelance, hopefully everybody will connect with them. Let me spin the wheel. I'll get another channel up here. And when I talk about like all channels, so I do have a personal channel as well. The link for that is dropped every once in a while if you want to see that. It's just a variety channel. I use that for experimentation and, you know, random things. And then we have a copyright-free music channel. So all the same music that you hear in the background of Tuberchat is available as copyright-free music that you can use in your videos and live streams, including a virtual 24-hour live stream where you can hang out and continue to meet more creators over there. We do link drops over there as well. And you can catch that anytime. It's on our front page, and we talk about it often. Ghostly Winds, good to see you in the house. That's another member, so I'm going to get them onto the wheel. They actually happen to be a silver member. And they come to us from Australia. They just put up a brand new video today, about an hour long. MTGV TV, that is Make This Go Viral TV, is in the house. They've got a couple of channels. Thank you for coming in. Oh, and so the thing, VA Rifted, it takes a while. It just takes a long time. I get to as many channels as I can. It's definitely open to everyone. But I always put Superchatters up first, members up next, and then I mix up the wheel when we get down to about 5 or 6 names by adding names from the chat list. So you don't have to super chat, you don't have to be a member, but it can take a long time. Tonight is very busy. Like Tuberchat's busy every day. I'm very grateful, but tonight it looks like it's going to take at least another 20 minutes, if not half hour, before I even start adding names to the wheel. And the way that I add them is helped by a robot that determines the order based on how active everybody's been in the chat, basically how much you're interacting with other creators, more so than just how long you're here. Now, we've still got another hour and a half to go, or somewhere thereabouts, but if you have a little bit more time to spend, or really a lot more time to spend, you'll likely get on there. And like I said, we put on everybody we can. Oh, you don't need any money. Yeah, VA Rifted, it's, you know, it's open to everybody, because I know super chatting and memberships and stuff like that is not available or possible for everyone on YouTube. So we don't hold anything back here. It's just that it takes time. And I'm sure everybody finds that, you know, fair and fine and everything else, right? Hendricks Family Farm, thank you for the super chat. Emotion just dropped one on us as well. So thank you for that. We're going to look at those two channels next. And then as well, MTGV is saying Happy Mother's Day to everyone with a highlighted milestone message. Emotion actually sniped the Stream Boss position. That's the video game life meter under my camera there. So every membership in Super Chat knocks a little bit of life off of our Stream Boss, and whoever takes over gets a bit of extra promotion for a little while. I'm missing one more thing in the chat here, and hopefully I'm not missing anybody who's come in. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. But Super Twins Bella and Gabby dropped a super chat on us as well. I do see Bearded Eagle in the house. Thank you for coming in. I know you came in a couple of minutes ago. So thank you for being here. And Bearded Eagle is an incredibly supportive creator. There's somebody I met actually a few months ago during some content I was doing on my personal channel, and now part of the Tuberchat family, another generous creator, but I see them out supporting others all the time, and of course they have a channel and are growing like the rest of us as well. Cooking with Miss Brown is a longtime friend of Tuberchat. Thank you. And Super Twins Bella and Gabby, I'm going to get your channel up right after Hendrickson Family Farm. Okay, thank you, VA Rifted. Hopefully we'll see you again soon. Woman Outdoors is on the screen right now with 561 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 600 that they're thinking about. I see that Makeup Mom and Son is in the house, and they are here both as a moderator and a gold member, actually. So we see that channel every single day in the slides that run at the beginning, middle, and end of every live stream. And then their link is dropped by Nightbot every 30 minutes or so. Yeah, and thank you, Jamie Hart. Yeah, tonight is a great night. So thank you for all that extra support. Carolina Diamond Productions, thank you for the positivity in your highlighted milestone message. You know, one of the other notes is that, you know, when people come in, I know it's a long wait because we do have a substantial number of members now. That's why I took the ads off of Tuberchat, actually, because we're doing well enough that we, you know, can live without the ad money on the live streams. I put it back on the replays, but not on the live stream, so it's faster for everybody because of the generosity that we see in these other creators. But again, it's not available or possible for everybody on YouTube for a myriad of different reasons. So I do very much appreciate the extra support. It's absolutely unnecessary, but very much appreciated. So Woman Outdoors is here with 561 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards 600. They bring us camping and explorations outdoor, as well as cooking, bushcraft, which I still have to learn about, and fishing, which of course is very popular. Bearded Eagle will enjoy that. Backlash Fisherman, I don't think is here today, but they'll also very much enjoy that. And we've got a few other channels in the chat for fishing, like First Time Fishing Adventures, all that fluff and stuff. Does a lot of reef fishing and stuff like this as well. So let's get to our next channel. Emotion New Soul took over as the stream boss. They dropped a super chat on us earlier. Now Emotion, we were joking earlier because their name is tough to catch in the YouTube search results. It's a very popular and powerful word, and then you know, therefore, in a roundabout sort of way, a great name for a channel. It's just that they'll suffer a little while with a harder grind getting up those search results. You can see they're getting close to 3,000 subscribers already. They're growing rapidly. Emotion is a talented singer and songwriter that is here both as a moderator and a gold member. So we see their channel every single day in the slides that run at the beginning, middle, and end of every live stream. And their link is dropped by Nightbot every 30 minutes or so. Mama's Handprint, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. The Anthony's Family Show, thank you for being here as well. I hope I haven't missed anybody in the chat. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. And boy, is that chat moving quick today. Thank you everybody for the thumbs up, by the way. If you haven't already given one, I will appreciate it. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to do it, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded, especially when I'm on a phone, to give those thumbs up. Lil Red and Bunny Tracks is the second channel from TWTTV, a longtime friend of Tuberchat. Good to see you here. And now we're looking at Emotion's channel where they bring us their original works. What you'll find here is new soul R&B music. Now, when I search for Emotion, just to give it a little bit of help, I use this term, Emotion New Soul. So you can feel free to type that out or copy and paste it. The Anthony's Family Show, good to see you in the house. Glad I caught you on your birthday. I try to be around as much as I can, but that was luck. But the Anthony's Family Show is a longtime friend of Tuberchat, so thank you for that. Imani and Mommy, good to see you in the house. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. You could correct me if I'm wrong, but it's great to have you here. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like. You can see that Emotion is fully monetized. Lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships. They bring us their original music here, both in the form of music videos as well as compilations. Sometimes with Premiere, sometimes with live streams. They do some members only videos there and some reaction videos actually on both their original channel and this second one, Writing with Emotion New Soul, with over 700 subscribers now. We're hoping we can push them a little bit farther. Mama's Handprint, I hope I welcomed you. I saw you come in a moment ago. This is where we get a behind the scenes look at the creative process used by Emotion in the creation of their original work. So we get a great look at how the music is made and the man behind the music. So I hope everybody will connect with them. Emotion has been a dear friend and is here both as a moderator and a member and has been for a long time. Mickey Laughs, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Next up is Hendrickson Family Farm. Now, Emotion took over our stream boss position with that super chat, but right after them came in Hendrickson Family Farm. Now, I thought we were already connected, but I guess I'm mistaken about that, and this means this is the first time that I'm putting your channel on the screen. So I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream, but what I'm going to do is take one of your latest videos, this 14-minute one, cutting trees off the fence. I'm going to add that into my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list, I'll watch your video in full, leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. I'll give you a thumbs up, subscribe, and turn your notification bell on. That should make our connection stick, and then hopefully you're subscribed to Tuberchat as well and have our notification bell on so you don't miss our further live streams. We're always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but the times change so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. Next up is Super Twins Bella and Gabby. So thank you again, Hendrickson Family Farm and Super Twins Bella and Gabby, for your super chats. I really do appreciate those. And oh, Jamie Hart, yeah, it can be tough. MLW Fishing Man, thank you for coming in. I see you got a new avatar, so that's cool. I ran into that actually earlier. Super Twins Bella and Gabby is coming up right now. Now, this is a channel with a couple of young creators, obviously getting a little bit of help with the channel, but they have been incredibly generous, loyal, and dedicated supporters to Tuberchat for a long, long time. So I'm going to take your latest video, because I see I'm getting a little bit close to falling behind here. I'm going to add that into my catch-up list. That will help me stay caught up, make sure I don't fall any farther behind. They've got 2,300 subscribers right now, and what I find when you watch these young creators is that, you know, there's a joy and, dare I say, innocence in these creators having so much fun. They've got a lot of energy. You know, I think they found their thing by doing these YouTube videos, and I'm sure by watching just about anything that they've done, they will bring a smile to your face. There's one video that comes to mind, and it's quite a while ago, but I should be able to find it. These Christmas videos, you know, they're kind of wishing Merry Christmas to everybody. Even if you're somebody that doesn't celebrate Christmas, I think you'll just, you know, get a rise of happiness and joy out of these creators, because they're so energetic, like I said. So they're a pleasure to watch. Hopefully everybody will enjoy that. Their channel's moving along nicely. Obviously they've got some very professional presentation, which means they're very well supported, which is good to see as well. Axe Gamer Girl 9, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully I haven't missed anybody in the chat. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. So we're back to spinning the wheel. Thank you again, Super Twins Bella and Super Twins Bella and Gabby, for your generous super chat again. I really do appreciate that. They've done that many times before, and they happen to be a member also. So I really do appreciate all of the generous support that you've given. Now we're going to talk about a shining jewel in the Tuberchat family, and somebody who we actually had a big discussion about with Come Hither with Heather, who did a very special live stream after yesterday's episode 400, and it gave us a chance to really talk about Scratch and PPA, what he's done for others in the community, and give a little bit of backstory as to why everybody seems to speak so highly of this creator and their generosity. There's Come Hither with Heather right now. Had to pop out for a minute, but back just while I'm talking about Scratch and PPA here. And then Chris's Clever Craft happens to be a member, so we've got them on the wheel. Now, when wheel gets down to about 5 or 6 names, we're going to start adding names from our chat list. So again, it's open to everybody. I know we've got a few new channels that have come through today. And Mrs. VSNC09 is in the house as well. Let's get them up here. Now, Scratch and PPA is the reason why I started using the term seems to be everywhere all the time, because they do. And then there's a lot of other creators now that I start to talk about with that same description. To say, you know, like that they seem to be everywhere because they're so unbelievably supportive. But Scratch and PPA is a shining jewel in the Tuberchat family for a number of different reasons. When we talk about the channel, though, what I've been talking about lately, and I've overlooked this for a long time because it's so natural to see this every single day. Scratch and PPA is literally here for every stream. I know our moderators are here for every stream that they can be, and every moderator here is a dear friend of mine, has been for a very long time. They all do different things on their channels, and they're all unbelievably supportive, and they all allow connecting between creators, so you'll meet more friends and family members when you visit them. Now, when we talk about the presentation here, though, you can see that this creator contemplated what they were going to do before they even started, and right from the beginning all the way along they have kept absolute consistency, both with the presentation as well as, if we want to call it, the branding between the thumbnails, the banner, the avatar, and then as well even the video format. And he has an interactive series of videos. So what I mean by that is you get the opportunity to vote on the content of next week's video if you follow Scratch and PPA on Instagram, Twitter, and or Facebook, which of course I do. So it sets his series apart, makes it unique and a lot of fun to be a part of. MLW Fishing Man, thank you for that super chat. We're going to put your channel up next for that reason. And Scratch and PPA now is getting on the road towards 1,200 subscribers. So one of the things we were talking about, Come Hither with Heather did a specific live stream. They had me join them on panel, for which I was grateful, and they specifically wanted to do a promo to let everybody know about Scratch and PPA and how unbelievably supportive he is, so that we would all contribute to helping him get some watch hours, because he's getting close to monetization now with well over 1,000 subscribers. Right, he passed that a few weeks ago. Artfully Blind with Diana is in the house. I'm going to get you on the wheel as they happen to be a member. And I see that Outlaw Creative is in the house. Thank you for coming in. Artfully Blind with Diana is the master of the happy dance. And I'll leave it to you to get to her channel to see what on earth I'm talking about. Scratch and PPA, when I talk about consistency, puts out his videos every single week without fail on Tuesday at 12:15 Eastern. Usually he sets up his premieres by Saturday. Yesterday was a different kind of live stream, so we weren't putting channels on the screen. We only do that once out of every 100 episodes, but I hope you'll go back and watch episode 400 and check out the live stream on Come Hither with Heather's channel that we rated, which talks about Scratch and PPA. Now, when you get to his channel and you want to think about running a playlist for him to get those watch hours, he's got playlists set up here. All Scratch and Pete is about 14 or 16 hours now, I believe, and easy to run within a 24-hour period. So if anybody in the house is willing to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. I hope you'll join us on Tuesday for Scratch and PPA's premiere. You will see one of the fastest running chats that you have seen on YouTube because of the unbelievable support he gives to others. It all comes back in a Russian flood during those live chats that accompany the premieres. And then thank you, Mr. Fulton Mraz. They are doing a lot of tryouts for things like America's Got Talent. So hopefully we will hear some good news from Mr. Fulton Mraz soon. He's been with me since long before Tuberchat even started over 2 years ago. Charlie Grace, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Ron Mower is still hanging out. Thanks for being here. Now, keep in mind, when we talk about the wheel and how I put channels on in order, I'm assisted by a robot called Botissimo, which you recognize in the chat, leaving messages for everybody. It does a great job of keeping statistics in the background, so I can keep track of who's been most active, who's most interacting with other creators here and supporting, and then channels get put on in that way, more so than how long you're here. The Inspired Empowered Mama is still in the house. That's our featured channel from today, and tomorrow's featured channel is going to be Lazy Days Ahead with Jesse and Lisa. Jesse is known as the Mod Father and an incredibly supportive creator. They actually started live streaming the other day, so we've got a lot to talk about when we get their channel. Off to the start of Tuberchat tomorrow for episode number 402. MLW Fishing Man is another incredibly supportive creator that I run into constantly while I'm out supporting others. It's great to see that you've got a new avatar going on there. We're looking forward to some more long-form content from this creator, but they're doing well with a lot of shorts coming out as well. So a lot to look forward to with MLW Fishing Man. What we'd love to do is push them a little bit farther towards the 200 subscribers that they're looking for as well. Chazzy's channel, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in for the first time. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. If you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like. JD Knight 7 is also Jeremy D-Day, and that is another creator who I've been connected to for well beyond 2.5 years now. And JD Knight 7 is here with us almost every single day, has been here constantly since the beginning of Tuberchat. And you can imagine, you wonder to yourself, who's still going to be with you a year from now or 2 years from now after you start your YouTube channel? And that's where our stories are going now. We started streaming over 2 years ago, and we've still got creators coming in regularly, like House of X Entertainment Inc., who were with us, my dear friend Vern's Junk Closet, who joined me yesterday for episode 400, and JD Knight 7 that we're talking about, a lot of other creators as well, including Mr. Fulton Mraz. I don't mean to leave anybody out, but we've actually had a lot of support from a lot of creators, and I'm a little bit overwhelmed when I talk about it that way. And a lot of the stories now are turning into hearing about creators who've been with us for a year or a year and a half or almost 2 years and things like that. So the same is going to happen for everybody. I just want to give these stories to you so you have something to look forward to. So thank you, MLW Fishing Man, for another super chat. I really do appreciate that. We put that channel up right away for that reason. Yeah, Michael's Adventures is an incredibly supportive creator as well, and he's here every chance that he can get. Now, we do have a few moderators, a bigger group than it looks like, because we've got a group of about 7 or 8 moderators who are all dear friends, both of myself and of each other. and they're here as often as they can be, but Michael's Adventure specifically makes sure that any day he can't be here just due to a work schedule, he makes sure that I remember to give everybody his regards and let everybody know, he wishes he could be here. And Michael's Adventures has been a dear friend for a long time. Chocolate Drop, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. We're actually going to get a look at Michael's Adventures channel in another hour and a half or so when we go over to watch a premiere that he's got set up for us. And then, yes, thank you, Outlaw Creative. I appreciate every moment everybody can spend. You know what I mean? We're not playing favorites or anything like that. I know not everybody can be here for 2.5 hours every time I decide to stream, because it's convenient for me. As I try to be out there as much as I can, some days it's more than others. And as long as everybody's doing as much as they can to support each other, everybody will be just fine. What we try to do for anybody who's fairly new to Tuberchat is give you like hints and tips and tricks to help you really maximize the time that you spend here so that you can meet generous, loyal, and dedicated supporters and really get value for your time here, and then continue to grow your channel even when you're outside Tuberchat. There's a lot of great places to do that. A lot of creators here in the Tuberchat family, most actually, will allow you to connect with others in their live streams and premieres so you can meet more friends and family members there. It's your girl, Anna Kay. Good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Garden at Table with Heather Lynn is still hanging out. And like I said, I really do appreciate every moment everybody can spend. If you haven't already given a thumbs up for this live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. And when you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to do it, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Even I have to be reminded when I'm on a phone from time to time. This is Chris and Larry Homestead. This is a couple of creators who came into the Tuberchat family a few months ago, just blazing with generosity right away, and with over 8,700 subscribers right now. You can bet that there is a lot to be learned from these creators, as well as entertained and inspired by. They're incredibly supportive. When I'm out trying to bounce in between premieres and live streams supporting others, I run into Chris and Larry frequently. So you're looking at some seriously supportive creators also. And I'm just going to take one of your latest videos because I don't want to fall behind with you, and I'm going to add that into my catch-up list. That will help me make sure I stay caught up and don't fall too far behind. You can see that they are also fully monetized with lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when they get there. Or when we get there. Mark the Shark is in the house. Thank you for coming in, and thank you for the 100 thumbs up. I really do appreciate that, everyone. Thank you for that. I hope we keep it going, but I do appreciate the 100, especially within almost the first hour of the stream. Carolina Diamond Productions has also dropped a super chat on us today, so thank you for that. For that reason, I'm going to put their channel up next, and we'll see what they've got going on. Monterey Magnet Man, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. If you take your time, meet people one by one, and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. Happy Mother's Day again to everybody who is celebrating Mother's Day in all the different ways that we do. We're just coming to a close on our day here in the Eastern time zone. It's just after 10 o'clock, close to Niagara Falls, Canada, same time zone as New York and Toronto. And I know people are here from all over, for which I'm grateful. This is something you have to look forward to on your channel as well, is building a community of creators from around the world. And, probably the number one thing that I hear from creators when asked, what do you enjoy about YouTube, or what's the most enjoyable thing? They always say the friendships that are made along the way. So I hope that's the case. I hope everybody's enjoying their journey. Now, we still got a long way to go tonight, another hour and a half if everybody wants to stay that long. So we've got time to put a lot of channels on the screen. This is Carolina Diamond Productions, another long-time generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter to Tuberchat. I've had the pleasure of catching them many, many, many times on live streams. They're another creator who will allow and encourage people to connect. It's pure variety weekly on this channel with Carolina Diamond Productions, and hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting with them. Now, they post frequently, so I'm going to take their latest replay. I'm going to add this into my catch-up list. That will help me stay caught up, make sure I don't fall too far behind. If anybody has the ability to share this stream out right now, whether it's on a community tab here on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network like Pinterest, thank you, JD Knight 7, I will appreciate it. It really does help. It helps get a couple more people into Tuberchat right now, but could push the algorithm to see this stream sent out a little bit farther, both today and in the coming days and maybe even weeks ahead. So we're going to go on break for about 3 minutes. Thank you one more time, Carolina Diamond Productions, for your Super Chat. I really do appreciate that extra generous support. And Jamie Hart is going to be coming up next. All right, we're back and we're looking at Jamie Hart, another member who had already been put on our Wheel of Doom for today. I see we got a brand new channel in the chat. iOS Gaming is in the house, and they're likely playing a lot of games that I would be interested in. I am an advocate for iPhone and all things Apple, of course, but it's good to have you here. So hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators in the house. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description. You'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. Radical Productions is in the house, another longtime friend of Tuberchat. We actually raided them last week, I think it was, and they do a Sunday live stream. They are bringing awareness and help to people experiencing homelessness in America, and they have some interesting work and stories over there, so I hope everybody will go and visit Radical Productions as well. Planet Mimi Vlogs, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Jamie Hart has got 393 subscribers right now, officially on the road to 400 and almost there, and I'm hoping we can push them a little bit closer. Not sure if we can get you all the way today, because the focus is always on connecting the right way. It's very important, quality over quantity, when we talk about subscribers. So we're always very careful. But once you get to 400, I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther. We always want to aim a little bit higher than the milestone we're looking for. I find that anywhere from 5 to 10 usually helps, if you can keep going and keep growing that way, because if YouTube decides to play games with your numbers, you won't slip back below that milestone. So we'll look forward to that with Jamie Hart. Now you have a lot of live streams going on lately, more than anything else. And I'll wait and see what you come out with. They're posting frequently, so I'll wait and see what happens tomorrow. Jamie Hart's with us almost every single day before I add another video into my catch-up list, but I'll make sure I stay caught up with this channel. Because today we're doing Tuberchat now. We're back in about 12 hours, right? So there's not enough time for me to run live stream replays in my catch-up list just today. Usually I do it every day, but we'll see what Jamie Hart comes up with next. So I'll make a point to stay up to date with the channel, but they talk about Twin Peaks talk, movie reviews, horror retrospectives, vlogs, adventure, cats, nature, and all kinds of different things. So Jamie Hart is a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. I hope everybody will enjoy connecting with them. Danforth Avenue Wellness, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. We're spinning the wheel. Now I'm going to try to move faster through channels now, because we've been on for well over an hour. House of X Entertainment is a channel I was talking about earlier, because they've actually been with Tuberchat from the very beginning. It's Me Wanston Yes Honey, who is half of House of X Entertainment Inc., was the very first creator to ever come in to the very first Tuberchat live stream. And it's interesting to see that after 401 episodes, they're still with us, still supporting. And this is actually the third channel from two creators who've gotten together. Yo, it's your boy Leo, and It's Me Wanston Yes Honey both have monetized channels. On House of X Entertainment Inc., they do a lot of interviews and promoting of other channels together. This is a joint business channel for them, and hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting. They are fully monetized, so lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when you get there, and they have almost 1,300 subscribers, so I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther. Yes, Ghostly Winds always has the most interesting to say, both interesting things to say, both about the Wheel of Doom and about the catch-up list, which was named actually by them. So thank you for the positivity and fun in the chat. Like I said, I'm going to start moving a little bit faster through channels now. I am going to give you a quick look at Yo, It's Your Boy Leo, and It's Me Wanston Yes Honey. Like I said, both monetized. Yo, It's Your Boy Leo's been doing a lot of gameplay lately, and It's Me Wanston Yes Honey, I seem to be finding doing a lot of cooking with delicious looking content here. So I hope everybody will enjoy connecting to both of these creators, and of course the House of X Entertainment Inc. So let's get the weightlifting geek up here, and I think I saw Kid Wonder come in. Kid Wonder's actually got 4 channels, but Kid Wonder happens to be a gold member here on Kid Wonder's Life of Wonder. So we're getting them onto the wheel right away. We see Kid Wonder's channel every single day. We actually see them frequently anyway, but they happen to be a gold member, so we see their link drop by Nightbot every 30 minutes or so, and those slides that run at the beginning, middle, and end of every live stream. I forgot to take off the message from yesterday's 400. Vern's Junk Closet, joined me for a very special, different type of live stream. We do that every 100th episode. So if you haven't already gone back and seen the others, I hope you will. They're about 2 hours each, and they are full of tips and tricks and updates that will help you with your channels and your videos. So the Weightlifting Geek is here with 2 channels, actually. The Relax Joe ASMR I will show you in a moment. Now the Weightlifting Geek actually caught on a live stream the other day. I can't believe how frequently they're posting, sometimes multiple times a day. It's hard to keep up with them, but they're also posting shorts, streams, videos, so all 3 types of content. And then when we get to the Relax Joe ASMR, of course, they want to help us chill out over here. With 37 subscribers, we'd love to push them a little bit farther to get them rolling on that road to the first 100. Scratch and PPA, thank you for catching that. Chris's Clever Craft asked a question. You talk about the benefits of making an everything playlist as well as our specific playlist. Yes, thank you, Chris's Clever Craft, for mentioning that, because we do a lot of playlist swapping here. Everybody's free to do that. So I'll talk about why we make different playlists and what I suggest to make swapping playlists with other creators easier. In the meantime, as well, Ghostly Wins is going to come up right now because they just dropped a super chat on us, and they've done that many times before. Ghostly Wins has been a dear friend for a very long time, a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. They do retro gaming, both whether it's Nintendo or Sega type games more than anything, and I always find it interesting because they introduce me to games I have not yet seen, even though I grew up with these systems. We're in the speed round of Doom, folks. Yes. Like I said, Ghostly Wins has the most entertaining and fun things to say, both about the wheel and the ketchup list, and it's actually spelled ketchup because of Ghostly Wins. I did have it spelled properly before, but just for fun, Ghostly Wins inspired me to change the name of my ketchup list. So that's, we do a couple of things. The Wheel of Doom was dubbed in by another longtime friend of ours, Mr. Naz. Love Dr. TV, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. And Pet Rock Media, good to have you here as well. So when we talk about playlists, Chris's Clever Craft was asking, when it comes time to swap playlists with other creators, my suggestions are a couple. One of them is to make a playlist of every video that you've got on your channel, not including live streams, and maybe not including shorts, right? Shorts are going to hang up the playlist possibly. But every long form video that you've got, no matter how long they are, and you can call that something like Binge Watch Me or All I've Got or All My Videos or something like that. As well, I would make another playlist with everything you've got, including live streams, if you're somebody who likes to live stream, and then just leave the shorts out as a suggestion. Now, I try not to tell anybody what exactly they should or shouldn't do. The idea is just suggestions. Even if I slip and make it sound like it's advice, it's meant just to be thoughts based on my own experience and what we learn here together, so that you can make the right decision for yourself. But those will give you an opportunity to have creators who have the time and ability to run extremely long playlists to be able to do that for you. A lot of gaming channels that do a lot of streaming have playlists that go on for literally days, if not almost weeks sometimes, even if they're younger channels, right? So, as well, some creators, many, will insist on playlist swapping to be somewhat fair. So they will say something like, I've got a 5-hour playlist, have you got something like that? Therefore, I recommend chopping up your channel, even if you do consistently themed videos, if it's possible, chop them up into different playlists that gives the opportunity for your viewers of all kinds to binge watch content that they will enjoy. Secondly, you'll be able to time out these different playlists. And pardon me, Ghostly Wins, I'm going to come back to your channel, but I just want to show you, if you do a Google search and type in YouTube playlist length, you will come up with this website, and it's just a free thing here. It looks like a weird URL, but it's okay on this Heroku thing. It's just a developer who put this up for everybody. I'm going to go to Ghostly Wins playlist, and we'll see what they've got here. So let's say this 14 video playlist called ROM Hacks. Now what I'm going to do is just grab the link for that playlist, and when I dump it into this website, it's going to show me there's 14 videos. Average length of the video is 5 minutes 43 seconds, and the total length of the playlist is 1 hour 20 minutes. Now what you can do is time out your playlists and figure them out. Now if you don't have things that round out to certain numbers like a 5-hour playlist or 10-hour playlist or 20 hours and things like that, then you can specifically make playlists that literally say 5 hours, 10 hours, 20 hours, or whatever you need to match up with other creators. Because you could imagine, I actually heard a story the other day, and I forget which creator it was, but I think it was Jesse from Lazy Days, and he said that they got into a situation because they offered to swap playlists. They don't have as many videos, and this creator's playlist went on and on and on, which is fine. It happens sometimes, right? But a lot of creators will want to keep things fair. I recommend for anybody that has more than 24 hours worth of videos to make at least a 24-hour playlist so that you know you're not tying up somebody's time for more than a day if they can't afford the time. Not everybody has multiple devices or the ability to run multiple playlists at a time, so we have to be mindful of that. But hopefully that clarifies a little bit. For anybody that does want to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. If you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. And then, yeah, thank you, Kid Wonders Gaming and Livestream. He's actually got memberships on 2 channels, but thank you for coming in, giving that extra thumbs up. I really do appreciate that. Peter Dell, good to see you here. And then one day, hopefully, I'll do videos for those stories. Oh, about, yeah, I got actually, you know, my own set of stories, just like everybody does. We all will as we grow our channels. But one of the things is like, you know, swapping playlists with other creators and, you know, the ups and downs of YouTube and stuff like that. I hope to. And then thank you, Timmy Ray the King. For those of you who don't already know, I actually have a full-time gig. Now, half of my full-time gig, and this is just a hint again, is doing YouTube or running YouTube channels, editing videos and doing SEO and thumbnails and all that goes into YouTube channels for other people, as well as other social media things, some Amazon work, some eBay work, and this and that. And then usually during the good weather, which is starting next week, forgive me while I roll my eyes, I'm going to be outdoors doing what some may call real work. And I've been doing this for a long, long time. So it might be interesting for you to know that's the reason why I am not here Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, because I'm out doing that. And there's 2 hints in there. One of them is, you know, I keep my full-time gig. It takes a very long time. I think you need 100,000 subscribers to make a full-time income on YouTube. Now, I'm not saying I'm right. I'm just saying in most cases I think you need that much. So it's a long road. But half of my work is doing the same things that we're all doing, but getting paid for that, and paid decently, in my own opinion. So anybody can do that. There's lots of people out there willing to either trade favors or pay to have work done. We see that on websites like Upwork and Fiverr and things like that. Lots of people in the YouTube community, as well as here in Tuberchat, that you'll be able to trade favors with if you like. Not everybody likes doing thumbnails. Not everybody likes editing videos. Not everybody likes writing descriptions, and all those things can be either traded or paid for, and along with a lot of other things as well. Not lawn care, Annabelle TV, but I do like construction work, so like asphalt and paving and painting lines in the road and things with pickaxes and shovels and stuff I wouldn't wish on anybody, but I don't mind it now. Poly 180 Animation Studios, good to see you here. I've been doing it for a few years now. I think we're starting summer number 6 in a row, so I've gotten used to it. But I only have to do it 3 days a week because the rest of my job is other things, and I might even be able to calm that down soon as well. Yeah, Peter Dahl, the YouTube algorithm is constantly changing, it seems. So forgive me if I've missed anything in the chat. I certainly don't mean to. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. And thank you for the kind words, Outlaw Creative. You know, I love to talk. It doesn't stop. When Tuberchat stops, it doesn't stop. I go on and on and on. And I love talking about this stuff. But I also enjoy, like, you know, I truly enjoy helping people. And I love, you know, the idea that we can all share together. And I hope that the stories I can tell, both good and bad, can inspire at least, let's say, mistakes not to be followed. You know, Outlaw Creative's been here enough to probably have heard me either mute my mic too often or not unmuted and things like that. I make just as many mistakes as anybody else. Even in my videos, my best performing video on my own channel has mistakes in it. I don't expect anybody to go and watch for those, but if you happen to notice, I'll bet you if you watch my stuff, it's got just as many mistakes as anybody. More so on my own channels than ones I run for other people, but we all do the same thing. Thank goodness on YouTube, good enough is good enough. So I'm going to get to spinning the wheel again in a moment. I'm going to try to move faster through channels. And then, yeah, that's the thing, Chris's Clever Craft. So when Jeff comes back, Chris's Clever Craft knows the guy that I work with on his channels. He's been off on vacation for a little while, and we have to start working again in a week or so. And so Chris's Clever Craft is very familiar with all those channels and the work that I do and this and that. And we do YouTube videos while we work. That's how this all started. So that will begin again. Right now, I intend on continuing to work outdoors 3 days a week, but we'll see if that can continue because the YouTube stuff has grown so much for both of us, as well as some other stuff that I may have to spend more time working on that to maximize, right? It's a shame not to maximize the effectiveness, and I may have to drop to 2 days a week, but I don't know if that'll be this year or next year. I'll decide soon enough. And that's okay, yeah, Peter Dell. You know, luckily YouTube is not television. In any other case in the world, I would say, yes, you have to be, you know, put your best foot forward, do as well as you can. Mistakes are unacceptable and this and that. But YouTube is special. People don't come here for perfection. They come here to have answers to questions, or for entertainment or relaxation or any number of other things. But if somebody wanted television, they'd be watching television. And we can do as well as we can, and I do think we should put our best foot forward, but I think that perfect has a very different meaning when we're here. Perfect literally can be good enough, if that makes sense. So forgive me, I want to start moving faster through channels, but I can't help myself but keep talking. Outgoing Azzy is in the house. Good to see you here. And Lazy Days Ahead with Jesse and Lisa is our featured channel for tomorrow. Today's featured channel is the Inspired Empowered Mama. I hope you'll check them both out. Makeup Mom and Son is a very influential creator as well. This is somebody who's a dear friend, has been for a very long time. She's here both as a moderator and a gold member, so we see her link drop by Nightbot every 30 minutes or so, and we see her slides in the beginning, middle, and end of every live stream. Now, she does a lot of variety, but there is a lot of makeup videos as well. She brings us a lot of different beauty products more than anything else, but a lot of other stuff also. And there's a lot of product reviews, unboxings, there's random live streams. She's somebody who invites people on StreamYard panels and joins others on their channels as well. One of the things I talk about sometimes is all of our moderators are dear friends of mine. They have been for a very long time. They all have channels of their own, and they all do different things. They will all allow and encourage people to connect with each other. So you'll meet more friends and family members with each of them as well, and they're all dear friends of each other. So I hope everybody will connect with them. Makeup Mom and Son has over 1,200 subscribers right now. One of the things she does as well is put a lot of interviews out, and she's got a series called What's That Channel About? I've been honored to have been a part of that. She has interviewed many different YouTubers, and some you will recognize from Tuberchat's family, and some, a lot, you will be introduced to for the first time. She will always allow and encourage people to connect in her live stream. She's fully monetized, lots of ways to support her when you get there, including super chats and memberships, and she has had some success with shorts as well. She's got one in in particular that hit 37,000 views. And then she's got others that have moved as well. She's posting those frequently. So I hope everybody will connect with Makeup Mom and Son. And forgive me for anything I've missed in the chat. If you've mentioned anything that you meant for me to see, like a question or a comment, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up or at mention Tuberchat Connect and Grow. That will help me see it a little bit easier. I'll try to catch it the next time around. Michael's Adventures mentioned a 5-minute intro that they've got on their premiere that we're going to go and see in about an hour. And we got to keep track of the time because I got to try to have a clue of when we're supposed to be going to do that. I'm going to go and look at it in another window, actually. And Chris's Clever Craft is up right now. So Chris's Clever Craft said, Jeff get other help, or is he going to concentrate more on YouTube as well? We'll have to see. No, he runs a serious business. Like, it's very small. It's just like right now, me and him occasionally brings in other work, but or other help. But we do light construction work and renovations and stuff like that. And usually not big crews or anything like that, but we'll see. And YouTube is certainly not. This is what, like, you know, I don't want to be negative ever. I try not to. You all probably know that by now. And it's not that I want to hide anything. It's not that. I just prefer to speak positively where possible. Look at the cup is half full and those kind of things. But you know, YouTube can take a long time to make a full-time income or even a substantial amount of money. I know that any amount of money can help a lot of people change their life, and that's one of the, you know, probably the biggest reason why I'm here. YouTube is actually magical in that way. I'll get into my whole speech about that someday. But I think that it can take up to 100,000 subscribers on a powerful channel to make a full-time income, and it's still work. You can't just, you know, sit there. Like, I know, I don't want to put it the wrong way, but I know there are a lot of creators who are just dying to be full-time YouTubers. You can get there, absolutely, but I just think that the road in most cases is a little bit longer than we can see when we start out, but it can be done. A lot of people can make great amounts of money consistently and have powerful channels, but to replace a full-time income and safely be able to do that, YouTube goes up and down as well. Not everybody makes the same amount of money every month, and it's not always higher month after month. It depends, right? There's a lot of things at play here. So it's something to think about. But when we talk about, you know, the other work that I do, the other guy's got a serious business, and that, you know, for that reason, YouTube is secondary and will be for the foreseeable future. I'm guessing minimum 5 years. You know, we'd have to have miracles happen to be able to replace a full-time business. He's been doing that for 17 years. Anyway, let me try to move on to channels a little bit faster. If I've missed anything, again, just please mention it with 3 thumbs up. I tend to fall behind, especially when I start talking like that. Chris's Clever Craft is incredibly supportive. You see a lot of featured channels on his front page. I'm going to grab this day 6 of this series of videos. Now, Chris's Clever Craft is an interesting creator and somebody who brings fun everywhere they go, and certainly engagement. He's constantly engaging true conversation in live chats, both here in Tuberchat and everywhere else that he goes, which is a great service to any host. Now, on his channel, he brings us indoors and outdoors. He's got an interesting property. He gives us a great look at the creator behind the channel, sometimes with do-it-yourself videos, sometimes with product reviews, sometimes with just a story to tell, and sometimes with just a look around. But right now, he's got a series going on where he's trading work for a car. And I put a lot of focus on this because I think it's an interesting thing, and I think that there are lessons that can be learned just in the thought behind this series of videos, you know, as well as the information that he's showing. You know, he's doing some serious real work here as well. But hopefully everybody will check this out. Chris's Clever Craft has a lot to offer on their channel. Of course, they got their community tab because they're well over 500 subscribers and on the way towards 600 now. And then one of these days, Peter Dell, I hope to do something. For those of you who don't already know, I was a DJ, a radio and nightclub DJ for many years, long before YouTube and this and that. One of these days, possibly I'll do something. I got a lot of friends with Twitch setups and stuff like that, so maybe I'll do something there. But I don't plan on it right now. I hung up the headphones about 10 years ago, and I haven't really done much since then. And then, yeah, so like money, so Outlaw Creative, just so that I'm clear, is, you know, monetization is something most of us are aiming for, almost everybody in the Tuberchat family. And making consistent, substantial amounts of money. I say substantial, but that means different things to different people. So forgive me while I dance around that. But it's possible to make, you know, a good... See, I can't put a value on it because money, you know, means different things to different people, and the value of our different dollars, the cost of living is different everywhere. So it's really tough to say. But I know that, you know, at least in North America, people's lives can be changed with even as much as an extra $20 a month, $50 a month, $100 a month, and things like that. And it's possible to make much, much more than that. But the average Canadian salary, if I'm right, is over 50,000 Canadian dollars now, which makes it just over 40 American, I believe, or thereabouts. And to try to pull in that kind of money consistently without having dips, you know what I mean? Because if you replace a full-time income with something else and then that income goes down for any reason, even some of the time, that could be detrimental to a lot of people, especially if you're used to a salary or a set amount of hours where you're bringing in consistent money. So it's, you know, there's a lot to think about, and that's why I dance around this so much. I believe that 100,000 subscribers is enough for most people in that situation to pull in that kind of money. But there's a lot that goes behind that too. You know, it's work. You have to keep showing up. You have to keep producing that content. Hopefully it's enjoyable, but it's possible. But lots of people are monetized and making consistent money now. So perhaps one day I can get a better idea for doing like a live stream where I specifically talk about finance and how that works on YouTube and what's possible and what's realistic and things like that. Chris's Clever Craft has a couple of other channels. I'll leave it to you to find those at the bottom of his front page. And let me get to Kid Wonder. He actually just dropped a super chat on us, so thank you for that. Kid Wonders Gaming and Live Stream. Now, this is a creator who goes overboard when it comes to generosity, especially here with Tuberchat. He's been a dear friend for a long time, but he actually has memberships with 2 channels. So he's a member with Kid Wonders Gaming and Live Stream and a gold member with Kid Wonders Life of Wonder, and has been for a long time. So we see his main channel link dropped every 30 minutes or so in the chat. But I actually joined Kid Wonder on his gaming channel a couple of weeks ago, and we played this 8-ball pool game. So that was interesting. If you want to see me in a different light with a creator, we're playing on our phones, and he live streamed actually on both of his channels, so that's interesting to see. But this is a game I just happened to play like for many years on iPhone, and I just saw him playing this on his thing, and I kind of joked about a challenge. It took us forever to find the time, but he was on one night and I went in, so maybe you'll check that out. But he does a lot of other gameplay on Kid Wonders Gaming and Live Stream. Now I'll show you Kid Wonders Life of Wonder. And Annabelle TV asked, how do you get set as a featured channel? So I talk about that in a couple of ways. So featuring channels on your front page, like what we saw from Chris's Clever Craft and like what the, Kid Wonder is doing here on his front page, that's something that is easy to do. If you want me to show you how to do that, we can talk about that. And then when I talk about featured channels like the Inspired Empowered Mama Today and Lazy Days Ahead with Jesse and Lisa for tomorrow, that's a different thing. When I talk about somebody who's going to be featured on Tuberchat, all that really means is that I'm going to put their channel up first when we start the stream. So tomorrow, Lazy Days with Jesse and Lisa will be put up at the beginning of the stream for about 5 or 10 minutes while I do the introductions and everything, and I'll talk about their channel. But I also make a couple of social media posts, particularly on Instagram, that talks about them. And if somebody has a Twitter, account, then I usually tag them and things like that as well, just to kind of give a little bit of extra promotion and highlight. Ghostly Winds took over the Stream Boss position a little while ago. That's the video game life meter under my camera there. They'll get a little bit of exposure there for that. Memberships and super chats knock life off of the Stream Boss. Yeah, boy, Smooth. Good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. Outgoing Azzy, you have a question. Okay, forgive me for missing it, but if you don't mind asking it again, I'll appreciate it. And then thank you, Yeah Boy Smooth. There's lots of people here that will be willing to meet you. And Devil Dog, I'm not sure if I welcomed you, but thank you for coming in. James Cantonese, good to see you here. Andale Homestead is in the house. Forgive me for everybody I've missed in the chat. I know my speeches have been long again today. Oh, and you came in from Vern's Junk Closet, Yeah Boy Smooth. Thank you for coming in. I really do appreciate that. Sweet Fingers Dish, good to see you here. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody in the chat. So Kid Wonder's Life of Wonder has been with me for 2.5 years. He's been so unbelievably supportive that he was actually the first channel chosen out of the Tuberchat family to be featured on episode number 2 of Tuberchat 2 years ago. And his other channels were featured as well. Kid Wonder has 4 channels. So we looked at the gaming and live stream, and then when we look at the mukbang show with Kid Wonder, we see another channel that's starting to move here with 59 subscribers, and then Kid Wonder presents in random news is something that we are going to keep an eye on and see what comes with this channel. But he's got 23 subscribers already, put out a second video. I'm just going to add that to my catch-up list. So Artfully Blind with Diana is coming up right now. I spun the wheel, but thank you, Kid Wonder, for that super chat again. He's done that countless times. And like I said, has been a dear friend for well over 2.5 years now, actually. Metrosonic is a almost 15-year veteran of YouTube. His 15-year anniversary is coming up. Danforth Avenue Wellness. You know, I don't want to put a lot of pressure on that. Today we just got into a couple of speeches about it. I usually don't talk about that stuff very much. It is possible. Now, I believe that anybody that wants to can have 10,000 subscribers. When we talk about 100,000, I still believe that that's possible for anybody that really wants it, but it can take years, and we don't know what the world is going to look like a few years from now, so it just is a little bit questionable, but somebody who really expects to absolutely can. I believe that wholeheartedly, and, you know, a substantial amount of money, no matter who you are, can be made anywhere from 10,000 to 100,000 subscribers, as you can imagine. But as you get monetized and start to bring a few dollars in, you'll get an idea of what your particular channel is going to take. Different niches, different genres, bring in different, amounts of money. AdSense is only a small part of it. There are things like Super Chats, membership, Super Thanks now, and then as well there's outside things you could do like affiliate programs and sponsorships and like Patreon, Buy Me a Coffee, and things like that. Outgoing Azzy says Happy Mother's Day. So yes, Happy Mother's Day to everybody in the chat. Thank you for that, Outgoing Azzy. Did you do something special for my mom? Yes, and thank you. Yes, we actually always get together for dinner. Oh, Kid Wonder's Gaming and Live Stream also does animation videos. Forgive me for not mentioning that. Lately, I've seen a few of those, actually. So that's a really cool addition to what Kid Wonder's doing. Garden State Gardener, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. That's another generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. Joe is definitely an advocate for helping others grow. Artfully Blind with Diana has been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter for a long, long time. They happen to be a member, so we put them on the wheel right away, but they're also fully monetized. Lots of ways to support them when we get there, including Super Chats and memberships. And Artfully Blind with Diana is the master of the happy dance, and I hope that you will visit her channel to see what on earth I'm talking about. And every time somebody drops a Super Chat over there, there's a happy dance video that plays. She's got 3 different ones now, if my count is still correct, and she is a lot of fun to hang out with. Now, sometimes she does art on her channel, but she also does game night. She also collaborates with a lot of other creators. I've seen her do painting parties where they'll have up to even 4 or 5 creators all on screen at a time in StreamYard, creating different things artistically. And she's got well over 3,100 subscribers. You will hear me say often of anybody over 3,000 subscribers that there is obviously a lot to be learned from them, as well as inspired by and entertained by. Be Amazing Sylvia is another dear friend who has been with Tuberchat from long before the beginning. Oh, and then thank you, Andale Homestead. I'm happy to support everybody as much as I can. I wish I, could be with everybody all the time, but I'm happy that I caught you. Pet Rock Media, thank you so much for a super chat. I will put your channel up right this moment, as a matter of fact. Kid Wonder, I forgot to take off the wheel, so I'll clean up the wheel a little bit. Ghostly Winds we looked at earlier for the same reason. Let's get Pet Rock Media up here, and then we'll spin the wheel again and see who's coming up next. But thank you so much for the super chat, and hope everyone had a great Sunday and Mother's Day. Promise your wife you'd watch a movie. Very cool. Actually, my girlfriend and I, every day that we possibly can, spend a small amount of time at least watching shows. We have a hard time finding shows that we enjoy watching together. We're on to Ozark right now, which I know is popular on Netflix. But I am extremely picky, so it takes us a while to find something that we can both enjoy. We try a lot more shows than we actually watch, but we spend a bit of time. That's important, and then today I was lucky enough to have been with family. I'm very lucky to have a not huge, but tight-knit family. We always spend holidays together. Thank you so much, Be Amazing Sylvia. Yeah, it's been a long day for a lot of people, so thank you for coming by. I do appreciate every moment everybody can spend, even if you're just coming by quickly to drop that thumbs up. Pet Rock Media is up right now. MTGV TV is going to be up next. Forgive me if I've missed anybody in the chat. I certainly don't mean to. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. Pet Rock Media is a creator I am still getting to know. They've been here a few times now, tech gaming, and I'm sure more variety here. So a lot of this is actually going to be up my alley. It's great to see that you've got shorts videos happening. I'm just going to go through your uploads here and see what you've got going on, if there are streams yet, or if that's something that might be an idea for the future. So I've, like I said, got to get to know this creator, but I'm going to take your EDC Photographer Edition and I'm going to add this into my catch-up list. That will help me get caught up with your channel, just the smallest amount, and as I get to know your content over time, the idea is that every time you're here, hopefully I'll learn your channel, maybe meet the creator behind the channel, and then promote you a little bit better each time that you're here. But thank you for that super chat. I really do appreciate that. And I'm going to move on next to MTGV TV. It's great to see that Pet Rock Media is already approaching 2,900 subscribers. That's going to put them officially on the road to 3,000. So I'm hoping we can get them a little bit closer today. And Mike and Rihanna Family Vlogs, good to see you back in the house again. Thank you for coming in. And again, forgive me for anything that I've missed in the chat. If you mentioned a question or a comment that you meant for me to see, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up, or at mention Tuberchat Connect and Grow. That should help me see it a little bit easier, and I'll keep my eyes open. Hopefully catch it the next time around. I've got to do some checking here on something quick. MTGV TV is bringing us a lot of, how do I say, I should ask MTGV TV how they want their channel promoted. Let's see what they say on their About page. They're doing a lot of commentary. I don't want to say reaction because that's not what this is, but when you see channels that are following a lot of, newsworthy content, and then talking about it with other people, they have engaged conversation and things like that. They've been doing a ton of live streaming lately. I'm just looking for a video I can catch up with. I'm going to take this 5-minute one for today because in the next 12 hours I just don't have any time to run stream replays, but I will watch that video for now, and that will help me get the smallest bit caught up. And MTGV TV actually has another channel as well. Let me see if I can remember for the life of me what they changed the name of the other channel to. It was MTGV TV 2, but they actually changed it to make this go viral is what MTGV stands for. Let me see if I can find the other channel here. For the life of me, you're going to have to forgive me because I'm going to skip it for today. I usually try to put both channels on for creators when I can. But they do have a second channel as well, so they're officially on the road to 3K over here. Derek's Journey is coming up next, and it's just about time for me to add some names to the wheel, so I'm going to do that in another second here. Michael's Adventures has a premiere coming up for us, and I'm just double checking the time on that. 39 minutes. From now. Nephew Austin D, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat. If you take your time, meet people one by one, and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like. Have Cheetah will view. Thank you for coming in. I know you were here earlier. Thank you for that. Hopefully your Mother's Day was well. I think you went out and actually did a stream right now. I'm just guessing, but thank you for coming back in. Yeah, there you go. Yes, you were doing a live yourself. I figured. Daniel Wonder, Moose Gaming was the name of that channel, and I noticed your name changed today, so thank you for coming back in. I'm going to try to remember that, but Daniel Wonder has been with us several times already, and thank you for coming in. Forgive me if I've missed anybody in the chat. I certainly don't mean to. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. If anybody wants to swap playlists in the chat with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you, and if you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. And Michael's Adventures has a premiere from us, but I'm just going to ask him to push it 15 minutes farther. We'll go overtime today just by 15 minutes so that we can get some more channels on the screen, because today's been overwhelming. I didn't expect it to actually be as busy as it is. We're busy every day, but today you can see we've got 121 thumbs up already, and we've still got almost an hour to go. So thank you, everybody, for those thumbs up. If you haven't given one, I hope you will. I'm going to add some names to the wheel in another second here. Let me get my wheel in order. Derek's Journey is going to inspire us and motivate us, particularly with fitness. But this is a special channel because this is, while they're following a niche and a theme of fitness more than anything else, they also provide variety on the channel. They give us a great look at the creator and their family life, and it all blends in together. So I really enjoy it when we get to know creators behind the channel. And, you know, I know that's not appropriate in the content of every single channel that's out there, but I think that Derek's Journey really does a special job here. They've been a generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter and a friend for a long, long time. They're fully monetized, lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships when we get there. And you can see that they are bringing us streams as well as videos, a lot of featured channels. They put a lot of focus on helping others grow as well, and short. So all three types of content here. So I hope everybody will connect with them, and you'll find that they're a very dynamic, actually, family of creators. There's Jeremy D-Day, the second channel from JD Knight 7. So Mike and Rihanna Family Vlogs is on the road to 1K. Very good. Hopefully we can push you a little bit closer today. You'll meet more friends and family members here. I'm just going to grab another couple of channels for our wheel. It's taken a long time to get to add names to the wheel today. Come Hither with Heather did a very special live stream yesterday for Scratch and PPA. I joined them on panel, and that was a lot of fun. And we were talking about not just swapping playlists, but Scratch and PPA is a shining jewel in the Tuberchat family, and somebody that we want to see monetized. And they already have well over 1,100 subscribers. They're on the road to 1,200, and we want to see them gain some more watch hours. So we're just asking people to run their playlist. How do you do a playlist? How do you make a playlist, Timmy Ray the King, or how do you swap playlists? Thank you, Michael's Adventures, for moving that. He just changed the time of the live stream. So we got just under an hour left to go. Should be enough time to get many channels on the screen. Gail Southern Living, thank you for coming in. Thank you, Metrosonic, for being here. I appreciate every moment that you spend. Garden to Table with Heather Lynn is on the wheel with Nikki D Official and Come Hither with Heather. So when we talk about how to make a playlist, I will show you on the computer how the fastest way to get a new playlist going. And you could do this on your own channel or on anybody's channel, as a matter of fact, because a lot of people make playlists of videos that they enjoy. Music is a big thing, but you can do that with just about anything. I use my watch later list every day for creators I haven't connected to yet. I use my catch-up list to run a lot of videos from people who've been in Tuberchat that I need to get through very quickly, and I make playlists all the time for a lot of different things, and you certainly can. The fastest way to make a playlist, I'm going to show you with Mrs. VSNC09's channel, is to go on any video and you see the three dots, and then you can say Save to Playlist. And then you can, if you don't already have a playlist you want to use, you can do this Create New Playlist, and then just says this, you can name it whatever you want. I will say My New Playlist. And then you can set it to private, unlisted, or public, depending on what you want. And then just click Create. Then when you go to another video that you want to add to that playlist, you just simply say Save to Playlist, and it comes up with a list of all your playlists. I can go My New Playlist, and it's in there. And then if I was to go to my, where are they, playlists again? My New Playlist is right here. YouTube's put it on the left-hand side of my screen for me. There's the two videos I just added from Mrs. VSNC09. And then you could just wipe out playlists if you don't need them anymore, change them as often as you want, rename them. One thing that we don't talk about enough is the fact that playlists also have descriptions. So you can make a description and possibly even have your playlist found. I'm not saying that's something anybody should spend any time chasing, but if you find yourself with a moment, it could be helpful to get that playlist description filled out. So Mrs. VSNC09 is another creator in which I often say they happen to be everywhere all the time. And they're doing a lot of focusing on other creators here. This is featured channels, like we say on the top of the on the front page here. I forget who had asked in the chat about the idea of featuring channels, so let me know if I didn't clarify right, and if you need to see that, because we talk about that sometimes. Mr. Bones is in the house, moderator extraordinaire. Good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. They would have been helping out Have Cheetah Will View with their live stream, so thank you for coming over here afterwards. And then if you wanted to mark the time just to see what I did there with those playlists, it was about an hour and 10 minutes. Oh, forgive me, I'm way off actually. It's not an hour and 10 minutes at all. It's almost 2 hours. 50 why can't I think now? We came on 2 hours ago, so an hour and 55 minutes into episode number 401. I can't do math. When we start the stream at 15 minutes after, which we never do, it throws me right off. But you can try to look for that right before. You'll know because we put up Mrs. VSNC09's channel. You can scan through the replay and you'll find that part if you need to see it again. But it's simple stuff. If you just click those three dots under any video, it might work on a phone as well. I'll have to look into that. Garden State Gardener, good to see you in the house. And thank you for the time that you've spent. I really do appreciate every moment. Garden State Gardener, like I said, is somebody who will help you meet more friends and family members on their channel. They post almost every single day and have a couple of serious series of live streams as well, including Sunday Fun Day that has become popular in the Tuberchat community. So Mrs. VSNC09 does pure variety on their channel, but much of the content, possibly most, revolves around the royal family. And what that results in is an extremely engaged conversation during their live streams. Now I can see I'm falling behind. I'm just going to take your 3-minute video today. Happy birthday, King Archie. I'm going to add that into my catch-up list so I can catch up with that. And then I hope that you will follow Mrs. VSNC09, connect with them. They'll connect back, but they're incredibly supportive. So they're out supporting other creators all the time. I run into them constantly. They always engage conversation. But it's interesting to see what they do here on this channel, because while they run their live streams, they do an excellent job of leading the conversation, and that leads to a ton of engagement. So it's interesting to see how they do that. I hope you'll take some inspiration from them. Mrs. VSNC09 has now over 2,400 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther. Now I'm just going to spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here. I have to get up for a second. I'm going to put up Come Hither with Heather. I'm going to run away, but I'm going to leave this on the screen. I'm not going to turn the screen off, and I will be right back. We'll talk about this channel quickly. We got a great look at it yesterday because we rated them with a live stream that's actually right there on their front page. And this was a shout out to Scratch and PPA and encouraging people to run a playlist for them to gain some watch hours. So I will be right back. If you haven't already given a thumbs up, I hope you will. I literally haven't been drinking enough, so I had to go and grab something. So pardon me for that. You saw me whip my green screen back into shape there. I did a review of that on my personal channel. I love this green screen, and as you can see, it's been used well over 400 times and is still in perfect condition. So if you're looking for something portable like this, I think the very first episode of Tuberchat was not done at home. It was done elsewhere because of this green screen. The order of your playlists. Let me show you Andale Homestead right after Come Hither with Heather. Pardon me. Like I said, I'm not drinking enough here. I'll show you how to change the order of the videos in the playlist in another second here. Come Hither with Heather is an incredibly generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter. They do a lot of paranormal and explorations of abandoned places on their channel. Now, when we go to Werner's Adventures, this is their partner, and they do a similar series of content on their channel. I'm going to take this 1950s two-story abandoned and burnt. Interesting, and I'm going to add that into my catch-up list as well for Werner's, Adventures. And you can get a chance to see Come Hither with Heather and I together on that live stream from yesterday on their channel that happened after our 400th episode yesterday. Southern Sandy Crafts, I hope I welcomed you earlier. Gale Southern Living came in. They've got 3 channels, actually. And forgive me if I've missed anybody in the chat. I certainly don't mean to. As long as everybody's still active, we should get around to everybody. Multi-Hunter247. I've seen you in here. I'm not sure if I welcomed you earlier. I'd rather make the mistake of doing it twice than not doing it. But it's good to have you here. So I'm going to show you how to change the order of videos in a playlist. Let me grab my catch-up list. That's a good one to probably go with for today, because that's one that I've made. It's not like the watch later list, which is something that YouTube just puts in there. You can see I've got a lot of videos that I ran from, this is probably from Friday, and I haven't got rid of them yet now. So all I do is go through and start removing videos. I got to take out all the ones with the red line because I've already been through them. And then in the next, right after the stream today, I'm going to run the videos that I've added. They get added to the bottom here, as you can see. Now, they're all in just like random order, right? But when you click these 3 dots, this is at least on a computer. I can't show you on a phone for today. But on the computer, we can go here and we can go to, oh, it's not playlist settings. Forgive me, I'm being silly. It's up here at the top, sort. And this will give you the opportunity to vote or to sort by the date that they were added to the playlist or the date that they were published on YouTube, either oldest or newest, the most popular video. So that's a great way to make playlists to feature on your front page of your channel if you want to kind of put your best foot forward and show your videos, no matter what playlist they're in, that have the highest count on their views, if that makes sense. Popping the Popcorn, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. And otherwise, you can just simply drag these videos, if you're on a web browser like this, up and down if you wanted to do it manually. Now, if you happen to go over to my personal channel, you'll notice that it kind of looks like I've put playlists the way that YouTube usually does, but I've actually manipulated it and put some manual playlists in. So instead of popular uploads, mine says popular videos, and I've put them the way that I want them to look, because I did some videos in February that got extremely high views in some live streams, but I don't necessarily want the whole top of the channel to look that way, because that's not the bulk of the content on that channel. It's just a small piece of it. So if that makes any sense, it's an idea, but hopefully you found this the tiniest bit helpful. I know it's not great that I can't show you on a phone right now, but it's very easy to order the videos in a playlist, and you just got to look at all the different things that YouTube gives us. Those 3 dots usually have a few magical things behind them, or they might have something called settings you can get into, and sometimes on a web browser like that, you can simply drag things around the way you want. So Garden at Table with Heather Lynn is here, somebody who's here just about every single day, and they also are out frequently, constantly, supporting others. So when I'm out bouncing in between premieres and live streams, I run into them all the time. With 135 subscribers right now, I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 200 that they're thinking about. So today's live stream is going to go just a few minutes overtime. We're going to go for another 40 minutes or so. Michael's Adventures has a premiere set up. We're going to do our live redirect. I actually learned something that I should have already known, but it's okay. It should have been obvious, but I went through the YouTube description today of exactly how to do live redirect, even though we've already used it many times, and it did point out something. If you do not have autoplay set up on your browser or in the YouTube app to automatically keep flipping to the next video, then it won't automatically live redirect. It puts up a prompt for you to click. So we were wondering, why is that happening with like half the channels? Now we understand. If you don't have autoplay, it doesn't automatically flip you over. But if you do, the live redirect will automatically send you. And when we get about half an hour from now, I'm going to start dropping links for the premiere that we're going to go and see from Michael's Adventures. The live chat will be running. We can continue to meet more friends and family members over there. And Michael's Adventures always does a great job, so we'll enjoy that. Forgive me if I've missed anybody in the chat. I certainly don't mean to. If you've mentioned a question or a comment that I missed, just please mention it again with 3 thumbs up. That should help me see it a little bit easier, and I'll keep my eyes open and hopefully catch it the next time around. I'm just going to take your pickling cucumbers video from Garden to Table with Heather Lynn. I think we have a lot to learn from gardening channels and homesteading channels because they're teaching us about self-sufficiency. You know what I mean? And they all have different experience and things that they've tried, not to mention we have creators from different areas. So things might be different in that way. I think we can all take a little bit of inspiration from these creators in learning how they do the things they do, especially if we're going to think about doing it for ourselves. So I'm going to start moving faster. I just want to get as many channels on the screen as I can within the next 35 minutes or so. Oracles and Beyond is coming up next. They happen to be a member, so I had put them on the wheel as soon as they got here. We always put members on the wheel as soon as I see them in the chat. Hazel's daughter, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Not sure if you've been here before. Forgive me if that's not the case and I'm mistaken, but hopefully you're feeling welcome. There's a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody will be willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time if that's what you would like. Our Outlaw Creative is coming up next. Facing Reality, of course. The Inspired Empowered Mama is our featured channel for today, and tomorrow we will be featuring at the beginning of the stream Lazy Days Ahead with Jesse and Lisa. Jesse is known as the Mod Father and is a very much loved and well-respected creator who's built up quite a reputation as a moderator for lots of other creators. He is lightning fast, as a matter of fact, when it comes to some of the things that moderators do. So Oracles and Beyond is up right now, and this is a creator that brings us, more than anything else, oracle readings, and they do this actually with a couple of other creators as well. I'll see if I can roll over one of these streams. There's an example of a couple of other creators joining Oracles and Beyond's channel to give oracle readings here. So this can give you an idea as to what's been going on in your life, what might be happening now, and what might be to come. So I always have a great time when I hang out with Cassie from Oracles and Beyond, and she always has an engaged conversation going on in the chat as well. You will get a warm welcome when you get to this channel, and you will meet more friends and family members, as she always allows and encourages that. So with 1,650 subscribers right now, I'm hoping we can push Oracles and Beyond a little bit farther towards the 1,700 that they're thinking about right now. I'm going to spin the wheel again. I put on Outlaw Creative with Facing Reality and Yeah Boy Smooth, and I will get some more names as we need them. We always add them when we get down to about 5 or 6. Mr. Bones, yes, the wheel is spinning its way around. If anybody hasn't already given a thumbs up for today's live stream, I hope you will. They really do help. I hope everybody's always giving each other thumbs up when you're out supporting each other. If you're on a phone, I know you have to turn the chat off to do it, but you don't lose your place. It only takes a moment. I will appreciate it greatly. Outlaw Creative is somebody who is out there supporting other channels frequently as well, constantly. So when I'm out bouncing in between premieres and live streams, I run into them frequently. But as well, you can see, actually, look at this. They've got a Happy Mail video here, mail from some beautiful people, and I see a sticker right away. Lots of creators do sticker swaps. I've received a couple now, actually. Don't tell Rambling with the Brums, but I haven't opened his envelope yet. He sent me something, and I meant to have that opened and filmed so I could add it to a Happy Mail video, and I got to get that done. I haven't done it yet. But I know that I've received a couple of stickers already. I don't have Tuberchat stickers. I'm going to get them soon. I know people are using services like Sticker Mule, and I think Sticker U is another one that's popular. Seems to be about $100 for, at least Canadian, $100 for somewhere between 50 and 100 stickers or something like that. But a lot of creators will want to swap with you. And then as well, I see a lot of homesteading channels doing it, but you can see creators that put them on their wall behind them. You know what I mean? All these different stickers from different creators. Myself, I have an interesting idea, I think, for what I'll do with my stickers eventually. So we'll see. The Gathering Within, good to see you here, another fellow Canadian. So Outlaw Creative has 535 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 600 they're thinking about. I've just taken your latest video, added into my catch-up list. That will help me stay caught up, make sure I don't fall behind. Intro to Mills, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. I actually put your channel up earlier with Four Corners Custom Products. So thank you for being here. We looked at that early on in the stream, actually, within the first half hour or so. Facing Reality is coming up right now. Poly 180 Animation Studios is still in the house. I'm going to get through channels as quickly as I can now so we can get as many on in the next half hour as possible. Facing Reality has 967 subscribers, officially on the road to 1K, getting close. They've got their premieres set up for the next couple of days. One tomorrow morning, just before Tuberchat, I think, and one on Wednesday. Then I should check the time of Tuberchat and see if I moved that thing or not. I can't remember for the life of me if we changed the time for tomorrow or not. Facing Reality is somebody who brings positive messages in a fun way on their channel, but they actually bring that fun and positivity everywhere that they go. This is a creator who is not afraid to ask questions, not afraid to share lessons learned along the way for the benefit of other creators as well, and they always engage conversation here in Tuberchat, for which I'm grateful. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting to Facing Reality. This is another creator who seems to be everywhere all the time. They come to us from Jamaica, but they are constantly supporting other creators, so we see them frequently. So I'm going to spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here. If anybody has the ability to share this stream out right now, whether it's on your community tab here on YouTube or on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, or on any other social network, I will appreciate it greatly. It helps get a couple more people into Tuberchat today and could see this stream pushed out a little bit farther, both today and in the coming days and possibly even weeks ahead. Thank you so much, Scratch and PP. I wasn't sure if I moved that back. I keep forgetting to look. I keep saying I'm going to look, but thank you. Yes, it's 11. We usually do it at 10, but because today was Mother's Day, I actually got in earlier than I thought, but we're not finishing until midnight our time. And, you know, considering both, you know, myself and our moderators and everything, it's nice to get an extra hour of rest before we have to be on again. But we will be back in just under 12 hours for another episode of Tuberchat. And thank you both, Michael's Adventures and Scratch and PPA, for grabbing that for me. I'm going to add some more names to the wheel in another moment here. The Stock Explorer brings us a level-headed and down-to-earth look at both the stock market and crypto markets. They often have product in hand. Sometimes they do streams. They often do videos, and they do a lot of shorts as well. So they bring us everything from beginner tutorials to get us familiar with the lingo and fundamentals to advanced topics like puts, calls, options, trading, and NFTs when we talk about crypto. So there's a lot to learn from this creator. Sometimes they have graphs and charts to show us, and sometimes they are just talking about some of the speculation that they have in the markets. Sometimes they're joined by other people on their panels. And I've seen this creator go as far as to talk about a stock, buy a product from the company they had invested in, and then unbox that product on a live stream. So Nora is a fun creator, another supporter who seems to be everywhere all the time. They support on all of my channels greatly, and they always engage conversation. So when we talk about sticker swaps, one of the other things that goes on particularly between gardening and homesteading channels I see are seed swaps. And Tropical Buzz is a second channel from the Stock Explorer where they are doing some seed swaps and things like that, where they're going to bring us along the journey while they grow different things. Now with the internet, you know, it's been so easy for people to meet from different areas of the world and send each other different things. And these seed swaps are cool because Tropical Buzz happens to be in Florida. They'll be able to grow things that they receive from Canada or from California or from, you know, across the pond in the UK and other countries and things like that, which will be really, really cool. So I'm looking forward to learning a lot both from the Stock Explorer and Tropical Buzz, and that's Nora, the host of both of those channels. Let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here. I'm overdue for adding names onto our wheel, but I'll do that in another second here. Needs Watches is coming up. They were actually here at the beginning of the stream. Now, they might not still be here, but that is the other tiny benefit of the membership, is we always put members on the wheel as soon as I see them in the chat. So once you're on, you're on. It means your channel is guaranteed to be seen. Then in silver memberships, we have those channels added to the slides that run at the beginning, middle, and end of the live stream, so we see them every day. And gold members get that, as well as their link drop by Nightbot every 30 minutes or so. So Needs Watches is bringing us streams as well as videos when they talk about different watches. They talk about the brands, they talk about the models, they talk about the benefits, the ups, the downs. They even give us kind of top 5 lists and comparisons. So I hope everybody will join them and see what it's like to have a niche channel that still manages to split up the content but has a massive potential audience, because, you know, watches are something that have always been a thing, and something that, you know, has a lot of, I don't want to say fans, you know, or the true word fanatics, because that's not the word I'm looking for, but people who are very much interested in watches and all things surrounding that industry and, you know, things of that nature. So hopefully everybody will will join them. And you'll find that this is another dynamic creator. I'm still getting to know them, but I've enjoyed what I've seen so far, and they do have an engaged conversation going on in their live streams as well. So let's see who's coming up next on the Wheel of Doom here. Devil Dog is here. I just saw them a moment ago. I'll start doing this manually in another moment. Clara Bell, just please let me know if you're still here. Let me have a look. Clara Bell and family, I think, is still with us, and Ann Dale Homestead is likely here as well. So let's spin, and we'll see who's coming up next, and then I will get a couple more names on the wheel when we get back down to 5 or 6. We'll get as many channels on the screen as we can in the next 20 minutes or so. John Paul is coming up. Now, after Tuberchat, we have a premiere from Michael's Adventures, who is one of our dedicated and beloved moderators. He has brought us premieres many times before. We will be able to continue meeting each other and connecting during the live chat that accompanies that premiere. So I hope everybody will come over. We have the live redirect set now, so you should be able to either flip over, or you'll be presented with a screen that will give you the opportunity to click in if you don't have autoplay on. But we'll drop the link in another 10 minutes or so you can head over there early if you'd like. Of course, the live chat is ready to go. And John Paul is here right now, an 8-year veteran of YouTube. They actually got the same webcam that I have, a Razer Kaio. I'm actually using the camera from my Mac. That's what you're watching me on. But the Razer Kaio that I'm using as a microphone has a webcam and a ring light built in, which is really, really cool as well. So you can see that on John Paul's channel, as they recently did a couple of tests with their Kaio. Oh, I think they have a different one. It says Razer Kaio X, so they might have the newest model But it's really, really cool, and hopefully you'll join them for that. They do a lot of live streaming. I've had the pleasure of hanging out with them there as well. Fully monetized, lots of ways to support them, including super chats and memberships, and they've got 1,250 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit closer towards the 1,300. We know they're thinking about. Kiss My Scratch, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming back in. And Be Amazing Sylvia is coming up right now. Now, she said she was coming through quickly and might be gone already, but that's okay. She's been a dear friend for a long time, since before Tuberchat had started. And it's interesting, we just celebrated our 2-year anniversary last week. And Be Amazing Sylvia is somebody who's been not only a friend, but an influential creator, both to her own community and to some of us here in the Tuberchat family that have already connected with her. You can see she's got over 3,400 subscribers and already well on the way towards 3,500. A lot of familiar faces like Gio and Marlene are there. I think she's got just Teresa and Vern's Junk Closet. Lots of familiar faces on her front page. I'm going to go to her videos first, and then I'm going to go down and show you her second channel. Now, she's put a lot of videos out here, so I'm going to take her short video, how to get your short video to go viral, as a tutorial. I'm going to put that into my catch-up list, and you will notice as well, she actually did another shout out for Tuberchat. She did one not too long ago, and I've got that in our Tuberchat supporters. Whenever somebody does a shout-out video, if it's specifically about Tuberchat, I have a shelf for that on our front page. And if it's one of those videos where you feature many different creators, and Tuberchat has been included, I have a separate shelf for that on the front page as well. So that could be found there. It's just a short video, but another nice and generous thing for Be Amazing Sylvia to have done. And this is another creator who's very knowledgeable. She comes from the Drop the Link Day crew. Some of you remember the Drop the Link Day crew as a group of creators that allow and encourage people to connect in a similar way to what we do here in Tuberchat, and they've all been friends for a very long time. So definitely an influential creator. When we get to Sylvia's Daily Positivity, we see a channel that she'd started, recently renamed, and intends to motivate us here as well. So hopefully everybody will enjoy connecting to Be Amazing Sylvia on both of her channels, and she's just crossed 200 subscribers over here. We'd love to push her a little bit farther. Let me spin the wheel. I'll get another channel up here, and Clarabelle and Family is going to come up. And then we'll see what I can do about adding some more names to the wheel right now. Like I said, we want to get through as many as we can in the next 20 minutes. We went a little bit overtime today, and thank you so much, especially to our moderators, because, you know, these... our moderators are all here as often as they all can be. You know, Michael's Adventures and Scratch and PPA have been here for the whole stream today. And it's wonderful that they can accommodate when, you know, I just decide I want to go an extra 15 minutes after we're already expecting to be on for 2.5 hours. But one of the things you think about with your moderators is that you hope that they will enjoy the streams and benefit at the same time, right? Now, I know Michael's Adventures and Scratch and PPA do, because they mention it constantly. These are both incredibly generous creators, but all of our moderators go over the top when it comes to generosity and supporting others. They're all dear friends of mine, friends of each other, and they all have channels of their own where they all do different things and allow and encourage everybody to connect with each other. So I hope you'll connect with them. But I just wanted to give them an extra thank you, because, you know, we're going like way over time, and then we're back in the morning again. And I know that they tried to be here every moment that they can be. So, Clarabelle and Family, I'm a little bit behind with you, but I'm going to take your latest video. It's a little bit shorter, but I'm going to add that into my catch-up list. That will help me catch up a little bit. They got 636 subscribers. We'd love to push them a little bit farther towards the 700 that we know that they're thinking about. Thank you, Chris's Clever Craft. And he's always working on something, man. If it's not cleaning the place, it's building the place or working on the place. I Want to Know, good to see you in the house. Thank you for coming in. And if anybody in the house is willing to swap playlists with each other for the purpose of gaining watch hours, please just simply say, I am willing to swap playlists in the chat. Other creators should reach out to you. If you see somebody say that and you're willing, please reach out to them. Everybody's free to make those arrangements independently and individually, of course. Southern Sandy Crafts, I'm going to get you on the wheel. I've got Multi-Hunter 247 and Jeremy D-Day on there. I'm going to spin the wheel. I'm going to try to move faster through channels. I want to get as many on in the next 15 minutes as I can. Michael's Adventures has been gracious enough to set up a long 5-minute intro on his premiere. Now, I recommend that for most creators in most cases because it allows time for more people to come into your premiere, which results in more views, at least while the premiere is running. That gives us an extra moment here. So, Multi-Hunter 247 is another creator I'm still getting to know. They've been with Tuberchat many times. It's been a little while now, but I've still got to familiarize myself with some of their content. I'm just going to take another... I'm going to take your boar hunt video. I'm going to add that into my catch-up list. I just want to head to your About page for a quick second. Hunting, other random stuff at times, plain and simple. Interesting. Okay, so mostly hunting, but more variety. It's great that you've opened up like that to be able to do that. There is a way, by the way, Multi-Hunter 247, I just want to mention something. So there's a way to put your email address behind a button here in your About page, if you go and look at that, so that somebody has to click and do one of those captchas to get to your email. When you have it out here like this, some of the bots can crawl and get to it, and you'll probably find yourself with more spam. But that's just a thought. Not saying it's right. I'm just saying it's an idea. But YouTube has a tool in the About page that you can put that email address accessible to everybody, but it just hides it from the bots a little bit better. 139 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 200 that they're thinking about. Let's spin the wheel. We'll get another channel up here. Your boy Smooth came into us today for the first time from Vern's Junk Closet. She was my special guest yesterday for episode 400, a very special and different kind of live stream where we do a little bit more than we usually do here when we talk about tips, tricks, and updates and things that can help with videos and channels. We can get into a deep dive, and all of those videos, 100, 200, 300, and 400, are featured on our front page now, so you can catch those easily. I hope you will. Your boy Smooth, 154 subscribers. Now, I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream, but what I'm going to do is go through your video collection, see if I can find something a little bit longer than what you've typically been doing here. I usually look for something around 10 minutes, even though most of your stuff seems to be around 3 or 4. I won't look too long. I'll take a 4-minute video if I have to. I'll take this 5-minute one. And I'm going to add this into my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list. I'll watch your video in full. I'll leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of your video. I'll give you a thumbs up, subscribe, and turn your notification bell on as I do for all creators. That should make our connection stick. And then hopefully you're subscribed to Tuberchat as well, and you have our notification bell on so you don't miss our further live streams. We're always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but the times change so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. Jeremy D-Day is here, and this creator actually has 2 different channels as well. So on this particular channel, they've got 247 subscribers. This is where they're bringing us pure variety. And then as well, when we go over to JD Knight 7, we see the same creator has over 4,000 subscribers. Now, I always say of any channel over 3,000 that there must be much to be learned from them as well as entertained and inspired by. Only thing is when you do that into your email, you can't see it on a phone, only a computer. Interesting, Andel Homestead. That's something I wasn't exactly aware of. I'm going to make a note for myself, but that's an interesting tidbit. That's a perfect example when those of you who've heard me many times say I learn from creators of all sizes every single day. So I really do appreciate that. I've been corrected many times, and I know you're not correcting me, you're just adding some value, but I really do appreciate that because it will help me if I run into that again. To not make the mistake of saying something that may not be beneficial. because you definitely want to be found, especially when it comes to sponsors. I have found that I haven't done many myself, sponsored videos, but on some of the other channels that I've run, there's many sponsored videos, and email is the #1 way that they get a hold of you, if not Instagram and the other social networks. But email is the universal equalizer, so definitely important. Retro Oregon is here with their second channel, Sunflower Bees Food Reviews. Good to see you here. Ruth Oham's Journey, good to see you in the house as well. Thank you for coming back in. I'm racing through channels here so we can get as many on in the next 10 minutes as we can. Let me spin the wheel. I'm not sure if I ripped off Andale Homestead's chance or not, but we'll spin. The Moonlight Adventures, good to see you here. Thank you for coming in. Hopefully you're feeling welcome. We have a lot of dynamic creators here. Everybody's willing to connect, so please don't be shy. You can reach out to anybody you'd like to in the chat, and if you take your time, meet people one by one and follow the instructions that you'll find in our video description, you'll find yourself with some new friends and family members for your channel in no time, if that's what you would like. Yep, thank you very much, Andale Homestead. I'm going to look into it. I'm going to see exactly what it's like, but it's great that you prompted that, because, you know, the last thing I want to do is tell somebody to do something, or tell somebody that something might be suggested, and then have it be something that's going to end up not being as beneficial as what they were doing in the first place, obviously. But I do appreciate it. Like I said, I learn from creators of all sizes every single day, and I'm very grateful for the things that I have learned or been corrected about, because we always want to be sharing the best information that we can, right? Nikki the Official is on the screen right now. This is a creator who's been bringing us a lot of live streaming lately, but they also do a lot of musical covers, which are interesting to see, and they're an incredibly supportive creator. They seem to be here, like I said, every day. Mike and Rihanna Vlogs is coming up on the screen. They always engage the conversation when we're visiting them in their live streams as well, which is great to see. I'm going to put the Gathering Within on here. And then as well, I'm not sure if Have Cheetah Will View is still in the house, but I'll put Popping the Popcorn up for now. Now, I'm not sure if we're going to be able to get through any more channels than this, because I've only got 10 minutes to go. We might be at our limit. But I'm going to start dropping the links as well. I'm late for Michael's Adventures. He's got a premiere coming up. Now, we've got the live redirect set to go, and if you have autoplay on it, will automatically flip you over there. If not, you'll just be prompted with a message that says click to go over and join us all in his premiere. We will be able to continue connecting and meeting new friends and family members during his live chat that accompanies that premiere. And he's got a nice long intro on there to give me an extra minute here to put an extra channel on the screen. Andale Homestead is up. Radical Productions is still here. Have Cheetah Will View is still here. So Have Cheetah Will View is going to come up. Forgive me for anybody that I missed in the chat. I won't be able to get into any more channels than these. Andale Homestead is coming up right now. And what's on the wheel now is going to have to be it for today. But we're back again tomorrow. Polly 180 Animation Studios, forgive me. You know, I always put channels up based on how active they are in the chat. So forgive me again. This is another time you're not going to make it for today, but I have to go. We're already over time. Andale Homestead, another homesteading creator and channel. Very supportive creators in this niche and genre, and not just with themselves, but with others as well. They all seem to be advocates for helping each other grow. You know, and yeah, forgive me, Polly 180 Animation Studios. I know you've been incredibly supportive, like, over all this time, but same, I just can't make it today. I'm thankful that we're so busy. It's overwhelmingly busy today. I wasn't expecting this for such an uncommon hour. Again, we're back tomorrow, and what I'll do for you, Polly 180 Animation Studios, is I'll say the next time you're here, whether it's tomorrow or another day, I'll make sure that you get added early. Because of this. But Andale Homestead has 1,140 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther towards the 1,200 that they're thinking about. And I'm going to spin the wheel right away. So forgive me, I really should, I don't like when I do this, when I race through channels at the end of the stream like this. I just want to try to get everybody on the screen if I can that's left on the wheel. And we might even go overtime over our overtime here. Have Cheetah Will View has 665 subscribers. I'm hoping we can push them a little bit farther. This is a creator who constantly promotes others. Literally, it's like most of what they do on their channel. Now, they do some DVD and movie, like physical media reviews and haul videos, but most of what they do, and most prominently, are the interviews, and they interview creators and influencers of all kinds, lots of actors, lots of producers, and things of that nature. I've been honored to have been a part of their interview series, and that video today still gets a few views trickling in, even though it was about a year ago. Have Cheetah Will View has been an incredible friend and supporter. You know, you wonder to yourself who's truly going to have your back, who's really, like, you know, keeping an eye on what's happening out there in the YouTube streets. And Have Cheetah Will View has been that kind of friend to me, and has been connected for a long time on all of my channels, as a matter of fact. So hopefully everybody will connect with them. They've got 665 right now. We'd love to push them towards 700, and after you do, you will find that kind of support coming back to you as well, I am sure. Danforth Avenue Wellness, forgive me, I didn't make it to your channel today. I can't make it to everybody, unfortunately. Today's been an overwhelmingly busy day, and I might have guessed it could have gone either way. You just never know, right? It's Mother's Day. It could have gone extra busy, or it could have been not as busy as usual, but thank you, everybody, especially for all the time that you spent. The thumbs up. Please don't forget to give Michael's Adventures a thumbs up on the way into his premiere. I'll drop the link in another moment. This is The Gathering Within, another fellow Canadian. I'm just going to take one of your latest videos here, add it into my catch-up list. I'm going to run that tonight after the live stream. That'll help me just be caught up a little bit with your channel, make sure I don't fall too far behind. The Gathering Within has been another generous, loyal, and dedicated supporter for a long, long time. And anybody can hop over to that link anytime if you want. The live chat's already running because it's a premiere, of course. I'll get the last 5 or 6 channels up here, and then we'll head over there together to raid Michael's Adventures. He's got a premiere set up, and we can continue to meet friends and family members the same way we are here over there. All of our moderators will always allow that whenever we're in their premieres and live streams. Devil Dog is here, and I think this is the first time that this creator is here with us. Devil Dog, if you're still in the chat, I'm just going to ask you to please say anything at all. And I've got to match their avatar. Devil Dog is a popular name for a channel. Here they are, 115 subscribers. Okay, I got them. And I don't watch videos or subscribe while I live stream. They're here for the first time, but what I'm going to do is take this 8-minute video. I'm going to add this into my watch later list. What that will allow me to do is after the live stream today, I'll go through my watch later list. I'll watch your video in full. I'll leave you a meaningful, genuine comment related to the content of that video. I'll give you a thumbs up, subscribe, turn your notification bell on, as I do for all creators. That should make our connection stick. And then hopefully you're subscribed to Tuberchat as well, and you have our notification bell on so you don't miss our further live streams. We're always here Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday, but the times change so that we can meet different creators from around the world in different time zones. Radical Productions is coming up next. They are bringing awareness to homelessness in America, and we actually raided their channel the other day for a very special live stream. They do this every Sunday now. They're going to allow and encourage people to meet each other like channels, the same way that we're doing here in Tuberchat. I'm going to set my reminder for the next one. But this is a series that expects to go on. Now, these couple of videos here are going to give you an idea of what's going on the channel. But Radical Productions has been a friend of Tuberchat for a long time. There's a big reason for the rapid growth of this channel, and that's because I think people are drawn to what they're doing. They're trying to put a cell phone in the hand of, you know, everybody experiencing homelessness in America. At least communication is something that can be very helpful, but they're doing a lot of great work, and I hope you'll go over to their channel and see what I'm talking about. Not to mention, with well over 7,000 subscribers, there's much to be learned from this creator, as well as entertained and inspired by. Mike and Rihanna Family Vlogs. Let's get your channel up here. We'll see what you've got going on right now. They've got 958 subscribers, officially on the road to 1K, getting really close. I'm hoping we can get you a little bit farther. I'm just going to take another video from this creator, put it in my catch-up list. Now, I'm still getting to know this channel, but the idea is every week or every time you're here, I'll be able to get to know your channel, your content a little bit better over time, and then promote you better every time you're here, as you hear in the other stories that I tell about some of the creators here in the Tuberchat family. So Mike and Rihanna Vlogs, thank you again for being here. Hopefully everybody will connect with them. Obviously loyal and dedicated supporters. And I'm just going to spin the wheel one more time. We'll get another channel up here. Southern Sandy Crafts is going to be the next channel that we look at. We'll see what they've got going on. That's Gail Southern Living and Coupon Gail. We'll look at all three of her channels quickly, and then I'll drop the link in another moment. Michael's Adventures premiere will be starting. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up on the way out. Give him a thumbs up on the way in. You'll be able to meet more friends and family members while you're over there. And Southern Sandy Crafts, I'm just going to take your latest video. That will help me catch up, make sure I don't fall any farther behind. My goodness, I can't believe how behind I am, but you've been posting a ton of videos. And then as well, we're going to get to Gail's Southern Living, which is right here. This creator has 3 channels, 1,700 subscribers on this one, fully monetized. And of course, when we look at Coupon Gail, we see that this creator wants to help us save some money here and maximize the money that we do spend. So hopefully everybody will connect with Coupon Gail, Southern Sandy Crafts, and Gail's Southern Living. And I've dropped a link again. Anybody, grind harder, yes. Anybody can reach out to, or anybody can head over to Michael's Adventures with that link, but our live redirect is set. It should send you over there automatically if you have autoplay on. If you don't, you'll be presented with a simple screen. You can just click and hop over and join us for Michael's Adventures premiere. Pop in the Popcorn is here now. This is Katie. She does movie reviews more than anything else. This is somebody who both hops in on other people's live streams and hosts live streams with other panelists on her channel as well. She's bringing us shorts as well as videos. I'm just going to take the latest one, put it in my catch-up list, which is incredibly long for today, but I'm going to run it tonight. Thank you, Michael's Adventures. It's always a pleasure heading over to your channel for a premiere or, yeah, I know we do that frequently. Michael's Adventures is a dear friend and a beloved and dedicated moderator. So pop in the popcorn. I hope everybody will connect with, and you can make requests on this channel for things you'd like her to review, whether you've seen it or not. And last up is I Am Betty J Gathers. There's no way she's still here because that's 2 hours, 45 minutes ago. She was here at the beginning of the stream. She always encourages everybody to give us lots of thumbs up. Thank you, Lazy Days Ahead, by the way. That's going to be our featured channel for tomorrow. We're back in less than 12 hours. So thank you, everybody, for the time that you spent. I really do appreciate every moment. Again, please don't forget to give us a thumbs up on the way out. Michael's Adventures, a thumbs up on the way in. Specifically and exactly, we will be back in 11 hours for episode number 402, featuring Lazy Days Ahead with Jesse and Lisa. So thank you, everyone. We'll see you over with Michael's Adventures. Bye-bye.